हैं, करते आ रहे हैं. So we are going to work on it from a very different perspective instead of a normal orientation that happens. So first of all, आज कोई mute पे नहीं है. Everybody has the option of unmuting and talking. But my only request to all of you is that you all will wait for me to finish before jumping in with your questions. And we'll do question answers beach mein, slots mein. So keep on noting down wherever you all get stuck. First of all, tell me one thing. How many of you've played Snakes and Ladders? Just raise your hands. Camera's on, I'll be able to tell. Sabne khela hai na Snakes and Ladders. Now, how many of you wanted in life कि काश एक manual होता जिंदगी में जो हमें जीने का रास्ता दिखाता? How many of you wished for a manual to live your life with? Same. I mean, when I started my journey, my only question was, why is there a guidebook for a cot, for a mixie, for a oven, for everything, but there is no guidebook for life? है ना? काश भगवान ने एक गाइडबुक दी होती. So भाई realize तो बहुत लेट हुआ, but भगवान ने गाइडबुक तो दी थी. There was a guidebook, and that guidebook looks something like this. It looks something like this. So this is the board of Leela, Parampad, Mokshapatam, Mokshapat, या फिर the path of enlightenment or path towards nirvana. Initially, अगर हम देखें, so इस board का जो reference है, ये हमें मिलता है 1st century तक. The first known reference to Mokshapat or Parampad was found in the 1st century. And surprisingly, this is there in the Hindu culture, the Jain culture, even in Buddhism. So all the cultures that were somehow influenced through the Vedic knowledge have references of Mokshapat in it. And that is the beauty of it कि सब कुछ हमारे पास होने के बाद भी हम एक guidebook ही ढूंढते रहे. Now when we assume Mokshapat, सबसे पहले हमारे को word strike करता है मोक्ष, है ना? And we all get connected with this word मोक्ष because all of us, सब लोग ना जिंदगी जी के परेशान हो गए. We all want to get मोक्ष. We all want to get rid of this cycle of life and death, running after things. इधर भागो, उधर भागो, ये करो, वो करो. We are all tired of it. And we all want that break, that one break, which puts us out of this cycle, out of this vicious struggle of survival. Am I right? Madhu ji, hand raise ho gaya, dikh gaya, itna bada wala. Am I right, guys? Apart from Madhu ji, I only saw her hand. Yes, Dr. Rupa. Yes, Sharon ji, Kalyani ji, Amrita, Chandrasekhar ji. Yes, Madhuri, Ram ji. So come on, guys, socho. अब पंगा क्या हुआ? Even after we got this long list of a manual, मोक्ष मिला, निर्वाणा मिला, हमको ये नहीं पता कि डेथ के बाद वाकई में निर्वाणा मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा. We all don't know whether true moksha lies beyond death or not. The only thing we have in this lifetime is this lifetime. We don't remember our past and we don't know where we'll go in the future. We only know one thing. ये एक single lifetime है and we have to create whatever we desire to. So what if I told you today to understand moksha from a different perspective? Moksha in this lifetime, in your living reality. क्या आप जीते जी, as you are living this lifetime, can you as an individual create the energy of nirvana ya moksha in your life? And if yes, how? And if no, why? Think about it. See, all of you have known me for a longer period. So a lot of you who've been in and out of workshops and orientations, you all have heard me talking about this indirectly or directly many, many times. Think about it for one moment. What will happen to us at the time we pass away, after we pass away? we leave this body, is not going to be within our knowledge system in the next lifetime. But what is nirvana in this lifetime? इस lifetime में रोज की जिंदगी जीते हुए, what could nirvana or moksha mean? Yes, Chandrasekhar ji, please unmute.
See, this moksha means mokshaya. So if I want anything in my life, once if I achieve, then I am liberated from that. So that is enlightenment, isn't it? So enlightenment is not a total nirvana. In every individual thing, when I achieve my wishes or whatever it is. So that is nirvana, isn't it?
But Chandrasekhar ji, tell me one thing. When we desire, so you said that basically when we fulfill or achieve a desire, in a way, in that area of life, we receive nirvana or moksha, right?
In that particular thing.
In that particular aspect only. I understand that. My question to you here is a very different question. People desire a lot of money and we get that money and then we want more. So how does that sit in with enlightenment? You are not wrong. Half of what you said is absolutely right. 50% of what you said today is absolutely right. 50% needs to be little reworded. You've understood the context, but the words that you are giving does not match what you want to speak out.
See, there's a difference between need and want, isn't it?
No. See, you have to understand one thing. Desire is the core seed of creation. If there is no desire, the world would not create. The desire for companionship leads to marriages, leads to monogamy. The desire for having somebody to carry your name and somebody to call your own leads to us having children and taking care of those children. So if there was no desire in life, if there was no desire to improve ourselves, why would we come to this journey of self-work?
I agree, madam, but the thing is, see, initially I want my needs only, isn't it? After that only I can go for want. Suppose if I need food, I can desire for food. But if I desire for some biryani or something like that at the initial stage itself, I don't think it will work.
No, it will work. It depends all on your thought process. It works on your mindset. For somebody, the basic need can be small. And for another person in the same area, the basic need can be bigger. For example, a person living alone will only need enough food for one person. But a person living in a family of 10 will need to fulfill the needs of 10. So you have to understand there is no definite line, objective line here. It is very subjective from individual to individual. Okay. And one thing is there. Our needs are very basic. Roti, kapda, makan. Food, shelter, and clothes. Security and safety. This is what we all need. But the world does not run on needs. Creation does not run on needs. It runs on desire. The desire to grow, the desire to become better, the desire to achieve something more is what fuels us in every area of your life. So when you say, when we achieve a wish, the minute you achieve a wish, there is a second wish attached and you start desiring it. So in a way, when you said moksha means moksha ka shay, ya moha ka shay, that is right. But moha is not desire. Moha is attachment. So that's why I said what you said, 50% is absolutely right. Because
yes,
is desire. So the minute you disconnect from moha, attachment, yes, in life, you can attain moksha. So one way of attaining moksha in your practical reality in this lifetime is disconnecting from the moha within you. Moha ka shay, moksha. Moha ka shay means when you overcome the attachment, the feeling of attachment, you create nirvana. That is one way. Rashmi, what is the other way?
For me, being in the present moment.
Being in the present moment and then doing what?
And living it to the fullest.
What does it mean to live the moment to the fullest?
मतलब अभी मैं हूँ, like just now I'm attending the session, so I am fully 100% listening to you and 100% present over here.
That can give you nirvana.
Yeah.
How does that give you moksha? What is the energy of moksha?
It won't give me moksha. It will give me nirvana.
Nirvana and moksha, how is it different? What is the difference between moksha and nirvana?
Sorry,
There is no difference between moksha and nirvana. Moksha is a Sanskrit word and the English version of that is nirvana.
Okay.
Please, when you speak a term like nirvana and moksha as a life coach, you need to be very clear on that. Now, guys, I want you all to understand one small thing. Living a life of nirvana or moksha in this lifetime is an easy game. Easy kyun hai? Because it is in our hand. But at the same time, it is an extremely impossible and next to, I would not say impossible, but next to impossible and very difficult thing. Do you know why? Because to do that, you have to overcome yourself. You have to let go of every belief. You have to let go of every, this is right and this is wrong. This has to be like this. My parents should behave like this. My spouse should be like this. A business should be run like this. My children should be like this. If this happens, then my life is perfect. Has to go away. And that is the most difficult part because हमें दुनिया नहीं हराती, हम खुद से हारते हैं. We are the ones who give us the worst loss in our life. We are the reason for our own losses because we allow our minds, we allow our contexts, our belief systems, our environmental conditioning to run our lives. Do you all agree with me? Is there anybody who says, yeah, I don't agree with this? I agree, Amrita. Great. Teja ji, thank you. Sharon ji. I understand one thing in life. The path to moksha is within you. Not within me, not within a book, not within a scripture. The guru is within you. The student is within you. The only thing you need to do is truly, truly, truly look at yourself. That's it. So today we are going to, because it's a closed group and we are only the only people who are here know what I'm talking about. We are going to understand Mokshapat from the perspective of moksha within this lifetime and then how to use it as a professional. आज हम generalistic view नहीं लेंगे Mokshapat का. Today we are going to discuss Mokshapat from a different aspect altogether. Yes, Dr. Archana.
Ma'am, is a small observation. All the concepts of moksha and nirvana started with Lord Buddha. हम Buddhism को मानते हैं. So leaving his wife and son behind and going to forest to like meditate, don't you think he could have also attained being within the system? जैसे आप हमें समझा रही हैं.
So first of all, Dr. Archana, the concept of moksha and nirvana did not start with Lord Buddha. It only became popular with Lord Buddha.
Okay.
It was already there in our scriptures from the time the Vedas have existed. In fact, initially, if you would see Hinduism ke andar, I mean, and I'm talking about the Saptarishi Mandal and all these areas of the biggest of the big spiritualists and gurus and rishis of our life, they all had multiple wives. They stayed in the system and worked. They had children, they had wives, they had families, they were rich Brahmins. So हमारे system में एक grahast ashram hai. The grahast ashram means the family life period. And you have to go through that period. Hinduism has the concept of nirvana. In fact, the Vedas have it from the beginning. However, understand one thing, Vedas was Shrutiyon ka gyan given to very limited people. So the guru would only give it to his shishya and shishya would give it to his shishya and so on and so forth. So this was never an open knowledge for people like it is today. People are researching, people are studying. But pehle nahi tha. Pehle it was a restricted knowledge, caste system. You know, like if you, I don't know if you've all heard of it, ki Divedi can read 2 Veds, Chaturvedi can read 4 Veds. Now I am not a Divedi and I'm not a Chaturvedi and I'm channeling Vedas. So we had this kind of a mindset into our system, due to which concepts of Vedas became popular through different methodologies. For example, Buddhism, for example, Jainism, for example, Reiki. In fact, you all will be very surprised to know, Reiki ke sare symbols Vedo mein hai. All the symbols of Reiki, including the katana symbol, is a part of the Veda. So what does that mean? That somewhere or the other, because Vedic knowledge supersedes the foundation of any other written form of knowledge, हम ये assume कर सकते हैं कि Vedic knowledge से सब कुछ create हुआ, and then it branched out into various countries, various societies. So first of all, moksha is a concept popularized by Buddha, but not created by Buddha. Secondly, I totally agree with what you say. In fact, one of my biggest question marks to Gautam Buddha all the time, and for me, when I channel the Buddha's energy sometimes to understand his context, I've always questioned him one thing: why did you take this decision? But then if you go back to Buddhism, in the Lotus Sutra, which he wrote towards the end of his lifespan, he accepted this fact. And he said, our job is not to run away and create enlightenment. True enlightenment is when you live within your life in every area where you go through the struggles and you overcome the struggles. That is true enlightenment. So if I have to give you a very simple example of what Lotus Sutra says, the world around you might be like a quicksand, dal. It might be like kichad, wet soil, which is dirty. And if you put a foot into it, you'll either slip and fall or it'll pull you down. Your job is to grow in it and overcome it, become taller, become bigger than that quicksand, and bloom. That is the true meaning of nirvana. To overcome yourself. So, Dr. Archana, trust me, you are right when you say, why did Gautam Buddha do this? But then Gautam Buddha himself realized, that I messed up. So let's say he was also in his human incarnation, and let's give him the benefit of doubt.
At least he popularized the concept.
He just popularized the concept. Right?
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
You're welcome. So this is how you can grow yourself. Growing within you. Thank you, Anita ji. Growing beyond yourself. देखो आपको मैं एक चीज बहुत funny सी बताती हूँ. I'm writing my Mokshapat manuals and books and everything because I want to structurize it a bit more. And my books, my own notebooks in which I have written down all my notes, my, my observations, my experiences, my case studies, both the books, they disappeared from my house, from my bedroom. And nobody comes into my room. And for 2 hours, I was stunned. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because 6 years of studies of Mokshapat is in those notebooks. And then suddenly I understood that it was my time to grow beyond those books and create something new. So my message in this whole episode was, now leave your attachment to that. You can move beyond it. So moving beyond yourself. So every moment of our life, हर moment, हर समय आपको एक message देता है. A message to make yourself better. Not because the world around you deserves it, but because you deserve it. Because somewhere or the other, हम भूल चुके हैं कि हमारी journey आत्मा से परमात्मा की है. Not जिंदगी की शुरुआत से इस जिंदगी के end तक की. But in this lifetime, because we are bound by duties, roles, obligations, responsibilities, somewhere we forget the bigger picture and we get stuck in this everyday cycle. सुबह उठो, बच्चों को स्कूल भेजो, office, ये वो, blah, 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 and you get stuck. So when trouble comes knocking your way, the first thing you think is, oh my God, फिर आ गया. and you wanted to go. You wanted to step out. You want to run away. But when that trouble comes, ask yourself and ask the divine, what are you trying to teach me? मेरे लिए message क्या है? What is my lesson in this? And that lesson or that message will take you up above from your problem into another sphere of growth, personally, professionally, individually, spiritually. I don't know. It can come in any way for you. And this is what Mokshapat talks about. So I want to show you all the board of Mokshapat ek baar fir. How many of you are totally Hindi speaking people जिनको हिंदी पढ़ना आसान है? How many are only English? I want to see which board is more compatible with this group. English board chalega ya is there anybody who's stuck with the Hindi also? So then I'll share the Hindi board. English board. Okay, Sanjana. So let's go with English. अभी तक 5-6 requests आए हैं and all for English. So let's start with this. Anjali, I'll show you the Hindi also after this. Don't worry. इस board को देखो now. This is the English version of the board. By the way, Mokshapat board, very funnily enough, जो latest versions बने हैं are all in English. So we got our board designed. This is a board which is only designed for my Transcending Belief students and alumni. So if you see this board, इस board के अंदर 72 boxes हैं. Genesis, beginning, illusion, Maya, anger, krodh, greed, lobh ya lalach, physical plane, bhulok, prithvi. Delusion, यानी कि आपका मोह, conceit. Conceit क्या होता है? मद, avarice, मात्सर्य, sensual plane, कामलो. Purification should be, if you see every space, these 72 areas of life is the energy with which you live every moment of your life. In 72 में से 1, 2, 3, 4 कोई भी ऐसे होंगे जिनको आप use करोगे. Now for those of you who are more comfortable with Hindi, have a look at the Hindi board. या आप लोगों के लिए जिन लोगों को English पढ़ने में दिक्कत है, आप लोग देख सकते हो. If you see, this board is in Hindi.
Can we take a picture, please?
No, please, I would request you not to.
Okay,
You
okay,
can always request for it, and I will any which way share it with you, Kalyani ji.
ठीक है. That's why I asked before doing. Bye.
So, आपको मैं share कर दूंगी, आप मुझे WhatsApp कर देना. As an alumni, you can always ask for these tools. These are any which ways
Because this
for
is
you.
quite interesting to know.
This is something that I got designed recently for, especially for people like Menka and Kashinath ji and Surekha ji, जिन लोगों को problem हो रही थी, Rashmi ji, जिनको English board में दिक्कत हो रही थी.
Thank you, ma'am.
दोनों में बहुत अच्छा होगा. दोनों में बहुत
श्वेता
अच्छा.
हिंदी में ज्यादा फेमिलियर लग रहा है. ऐसा लग रहा है हाँ हमारी.
हाँ, that's what even I am trying to.
Because हिंदी हमारी मातृभाषा है, हमें हिंदी में ही सोचना सिखाया है. We all think in Hindi. हमने बोलना तो सीख लिया इंग्लिश में, पर हम आज भी हिंदी में सोचते हैं.
रजोगुण सत्व. Oh wow, this makes it even more easier.
I know, and that's why I said for all my alumni and students, ये boards तो आप जब मांगोगे आपको वैसे भी मिल जाएंगे. आपको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Thank you.
I am comfortable with English also, but हिंदी देख के ऐसे लग रहा है अरे वाह कितना अच्छा है.
Excellent. You're welcome. So when you see this board, it changes. Who's the कौन बोला भाई पीछे से? एक बेचारे इंसान आदमी की आवाज आई मुझे कहीं से. कौन है ये? चैतन्य आप हो?
Yes, this is Chaitanya. So in fact, ma'am, the words written on this board are, as I can see, largely in Sanskrit. So I don't think even the non-Hindi speaking people would have a problem with this board because these are largely Sanskrit and Sanskrit influences all the Indic languages, as you know.
Yes, Chaitanya. Very truly said. So इस board को देखो. अब मुझे एक बात बोलो. Is there any part of these जो भी लिखा हुआ है तमोगुण, रजोगुण, सतोगुण, ब्रह्मलोक, वैकुंठ, रुद्र, आनंद, उरंत means happiness, bliss, प्रकृति, इसमें कोई भी ऐसी एनर्जी या ऐसी चीज है जो आपकी लाइफ में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती है? Is there any part of this which is not there in your life?
सब करती है.
सब करती है.
छोटा छोटा सब होता है. It's a mixture of, I think.
Yes, it's a mixture of all the energies. But
That
guys,
is amalgamation of everything.
tell me one thing. किसी को ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे पास में ये energy नहीं है? We are all living in a seesaw of these energies. कभी हम box 1 पे होते हैं तो कभी 51 पे होते हैं, कभी 30 पे होते हैं, कभी 40 पे होते हैं. We are jumping from here to there all the time. We are jumping. So what does that mean? That these 72 boxes make the parameter of our life. Guys, just close your eyes 1 minute. There is a small healing code which is being channeled. I think आप लोगों के लिए है. Please quickly receive it. Just close your eyes and आप लोग stomach से breathe in and breathe out. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to hold on till the session ends. So let me give it out to all of you. This energy is going to mainly work on your root chakra and your sacral. Please receive it. Just sit back, sit straight, relaxed position mein, and breathe in from your stomach. Pull the breath down to your stomach and just pull it through your in through your nose, out through your nose. Move your focus down to your root chakra. And I want you to feel it stabilizing. Feel your feet being grounded deeply into Mother Earth. And feel the stability of life, of your day-to-day struggles, whatever is making you wobbly, जो भी आपको अपनी जगह से हिला रहा है, आपको weakness feel करवा रहा है, whatever makes you feel weak, I want you to pull it in. And as you bring it together, उस energy को, weakness को, fear को, insecurity को, pull it to your root chakra and send it down from the legs to the soles of your feet and below. Send it down. Let this energy go deep into Mother Earth. And there's at the center of the earth is a golden layer. The center of the earth is pure gold. उस energy में इसको burn होने दो. And stabilize your energies over there. Ground till that point of where you reach the golden layer or the core of the earth. Feel your body and your root chakra stabilizing. And allow yourself to believe and accept the belief that no matter what life will bring to you, you will be stable and strong. Just like a mountain, जो हजारों करोड़ों साल तक टिका रहता है, no matter what disasters come on it. I want you to see yourself as that mountain, with the base of the mountain is your root chakra. The tip of the mountain is your crown. And your feet are deeply rooted within earth. And now bring your focus to your sacral. Sacral chakra is the seat of emotions and feelings, the seat of creativity and imagination. I want you to visualize the golden lava or the golden energy of the center of the earth flowing around the mountain that is you, like a river of flow and fluidity, giving you lots of necessary, positive, negative, all kinds of emotions which you need to sustain life, the feelings that you need to experience to grow and be happy and thrive, and imagination which flows into your body and goes out into the universe to manifest as a lot of creation. And see the river coming down from the crown chakra, moving round and round this mountain and merging with the root going into the earth once again. Feel your root chakra and your sacral, the Mooladhara and the Swadhisthana balancing itself, achieving the perfect rhythm of stability and fluidity. And now 2 symbols are being initiated into your root, one into your root chakra, one into your sacral. It is not the chakra symbol. This symbol might come to you in a very different manner. It can be different for each one of you. Whatever is coming to you, without trying to logic it out and analyze it, please receive it. Let it be installed into your system. And remember one thing. When you give something to someone, when you do something for another, always remember, in their healing is your healing. In your healing is someone else's healing. And when you all heal together, the world heals along with you. We are all interconnected. And no matter how disconnected or unconnected things might seem, the results will come to you when you most need it, in the most unexpected and surprising manners. So never think that whatever you are doing, saying for yourself or for anyone, good or bad, right or wrong, will not have an effect. It is a cause which will create an effect. Maybe you can't see it now. Give yourself a few moments to stabilize your energies. Allow me to seal your auras and etheric bodies so that you stop pulling in energies from others. When you all feel ready, rub your hands together, open your eyes and come back. अगर किसी को heaviness लग रहा है energy का, simply put both your hands palm down on the ground या table and command करो कि जितना excessive energy मेरी body hold नहीं कर पा रही है, it releases into earth. Give it back to the earth. Thank you, Mamta ji, Rashmi ji, Monica Tripathi, Anjali More, Rashim ji. Yes, Rashmi Periwal, you've raised your hand.
Shraddha, I could feel the energy and ऐसे लग रहा था when I connected to Mother Earth, पाँव एकदम भारी हो गए थे, ऐसे लग रहा है समथिंग इज रशिंग आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी एंड एकदम legs are so heavy, literally paining. Now I'm
Really
feeling more relaxed.
good.
Thank you.
Excellent. You're welcome. Yes, Ketki.
मैम ऐसा लग रहा था ये हीलिंग मेरे लिए ही है। वो लिटरली मतलब आप जो बोल रहे हो तो ना, सीरियसली सुबह से वो ही सब चालू था और ऐसे लग रहा था कि ये मेरे लिए ही भेजा हुआ है, मतलब ऐसे लग रहा था। अभी बहुत रिलैक्स फील कर रही हूँ।
Actually, it was the same for me.
Good, Rashim ji. I'm happy. See, I'll tell you one thing. मेरे साथ ना ये बीच बीच में सेशंस में होता रहता है. तो it is not a very surprising thing for me, but it is very at times it is very awkward in you know, orientations and public sessions because लोगों को नहीं समझ में आता है क्या चालू हो गया. But just receive it. It will get Sanjana. Please allow your energies to settle down. आप अपने हाथ नीचे रखो जमीन पर and allow this extra energy for the next few minutes to release. It will come out. Yes, Meenu ji. मिथिलेश शर्मा, Meenu ji.
हाँ जी, हाँ बिल्कुल जैसे केतकी ने कहा, मुझे भी लग रहा था ये मेरे लिए ही है, क्योंकि मेरे को 2-3 दिन से पिछले 2-3 दिन से फीवर था और बहुत वीकनेस फील हो रही थी। बिल्कुल ऐसे ही जैसे रश्मि ने बोला, पैर मेरे लेग्स भी काफी हैवी हो गए थे, आई कुड फील द एनर्जी। और मैं बस बहुत बहुत थैंक यू मैम, आपको भी और यूनिवर्स को कि ये हमने रिसीव किया। वी आर सो ब्लेस्ड। थैंक यू मैम।
You're very, very welcome. Guys, not planned. ये भी ऐसा होता है that is ready to receive certain energies. That's why I come to you. So just receive it. You will get whatever is the correct. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I could see something purplish also with that. So I have received energy for crown chakra also, I guess. So thank you for everything. And no untoward reactions. And everything went well. Thank you.
Great, great. Yes, Amrita.
It was beautiful. I was not able to come back for a long time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great. आगे बढ़े, वापस मोक्ष पट पे आ जाते हैं. मैं अपना मोक्ष का कुछ दवा थोड़ा द्वार देखो तो क्या है विंडो. Now having it, let's come back. Garima, what are you thinking?
Hi, Shweta, how's you? I'm good. Nothing thinking, nothing. Just the weather here is heavy on me and bronchitis and all those things. Nothing special as such. And there is some connectivity issue, I guess.
Yes, दोबारा happening from my end also because it's did here. 1 minute, I'll just change the internet. I'll just change the network. 1 second. Yes. Okay, I think that's better. This is all. Is this better, Garima?
Yeah, I think so. Right now, I can like see you and hear you.
So in case there's any problem with the network, now ho sakta hai, it started raining here quite heavily. So probably there might be a fluctuation. We'll keep on shifting internets. Agar aisa kuch hoga, will we get over with it. चलिए, let's move ahead. So basically we were at the 72 boxes. So अगर हम वो 72 boxes को देखते हैं, I'm sharing my screen with you. Each one of these areas, whether it is avidya, avidya मतलब ignorance हो गया, सुविद्या मतलब सही विद्या जिसको हम use कर सकते हैं, हम use करते हैं, experiential knowledge. रस लो, taste, what we like, what we desire, ज्ञान, knowledge या फिर theoretical knowledge. So all of these areas are very prominently and predominantly working in our lives, but at different times. जैसे अभी अगर आप लोग बैठे हो तो आप लोग कहाँ बैठे हुए हो? Knowledge. You are taking in ज्ञान, जानना, theoretical knowledge, right? So no matter what you do, where you are, some part of one of these 72 boxes will always be in play for you. So मोक्षपाठ को समझना है ना, तो you have to understand it from two parts. दो हिस्सों में समझेंगे इसको. One is personal living and personal growth. The other is professional. ठीक है? Fundamentally, when we talk about Mokshapat, and rather not only Mokshapat, जब हम में से कोई भी इस spiritual path पे आता है, we are always there for our own lives. सबसे पहले, because something in our lives कहीं ना कहीं कुछ हिला हुआ है, कुछ गड़बड़ है, right? हम इसीलिए आते हैं ना स्पेस के अंदर, अपनी जिंदगी को ठीक करने आते हैं. जिंदगी को ठीक करने में सबसे पहले हम क्या कहते हैं, हमें क्या ठीक करना है? We want to rectify, we want to have better lives, but what do we focus on? Chaitanya, you focus on your mind, okay. What else do you focus on? Chandrasekhar ji.
Problem.
You wait, guys, one by one, raise your hands. Yes, Chandrasekhar ji.
We generally, instead of focusing on the solutions, we focus on problems.
You focus on the problem, Garima.
On everything but us. We want to
On
change
everything but us. Exactly. We focus on the people around us. We focus on the world around us. We focus on everything but us. So 3 answers and तीनों बिल्कुल सही. We focus on our mind, we focus on the problem, and we focus on the world. But बस जिंदगी किसकी है? आपकी और मेरी. So दुनिया को चेंज करोगे या अपने आप को चेंज करोगे? अपने आप को. You have to change yourself. You have to work on yourself. Because remember one thing, you might have been born with this body, but when you'll go up, you can't even carry this body back with you. So focusing, the problem will remain in the world will stay back with the world, and the brain will stay back in your body. The only thing that will go is going to be you yourself. So हमको focus कहाँ से कहाँ लाना है? From the world outside. Now the problems are also outside. Problems are not within. Why is it not within you? Because the perception of problem is created by the brain, but the manifestation of the problem is in the world outside of you. घर में झगड़ा होता है, so we say घर में झगड़ा हो रहा है. There's somebody fighting, arguments going on, things not working out. Is it happening within you or is it happening outside of you? Outside of you. But the brain takes the pain and the trauma and makes it within you. So, हमको अपना perspective change करना है. If we want to change our world, we have to change our outlook. सृष्टि बदलनी है तो दृष्टि बदलनी पड़ेगी. You don't have a choice. And दृष्टि क्या बदलनी है? From making it about them, it has to become about you. How many of you think anger is bad? किस किस को लगता है गुस्सा बुरा है? Raise your hands, please. How many of you think anger is very bad? Only Surekha ji thinks anger is bad. Nobody else thinks anger is bad. Why? Yes, Rashim, good. Why do you think anger is not bad, Dr. Archana? Thank you, Nidhi, Madhuji.
At times it is needed to make
But
the
do you
things on the
really
right
use
track.
it when it is needed? Or do you
Pardon,
use
ma'am?
it all the time? Do you use it all the time or do you use it when it is needed?
When it is needed. At times I have to do artificial anger also. कुछ चीजों को सही रास्ते पे लाने के लिए anger show करना पड़ता है. Not all the
Yes.
time.
But tell me one thing, how did you start using your anger with choice? What was it that helped you use your anger with choice?
I see this problem first and give a thought to myself. I introspect. Should
What
I?
was the path? What was the path that led you till this point?
I get the instinct, ma'am. मैं दिल पे हाथ रखती हूँ.
नहीं, आप दिल पे अब हाथ रखते हो ना, उस टाइम पे जाओ जब आप अपने एंगर को कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाते थे. Go back to that space and think from there. What was it that made you be able to channelize your anger?
I recite divine peace, and I'm a peaceful soul.
That's not how you did it. Go back. You're not, you know what you've gone through it. It's this that you're not being able to put it into the right words. Yes,
Yeah.
Karma.
Anger for me had always been not only channelizing it. It used to either control me, and then the after effects used to be like something that I would not actually anticipate or want in my life. And then slowly, steadily, I started detaching myself from the situation.
And how detach? What was the first step towards that led to detachment, rather?
Taking a step back. Stop. It was a stop and start method.
नहीं, stop and start method था, वो technique हुई.
Yeah.
But what was the first thing that helped you detach? Detachment में किसने help किया? वहां पे आओ. See guys, what all of you are not realizing, the first step to overcome or channelize any emotion is to realize the problem. That this is a problem in my life. The second step is to accept it कि ये मेरा है. And then only you move beyond it. You transcend it. उसके ऊपर mastery पाना. तो जिन लोगों ने भी अपना गुस्सा मैनेज करना सीखा है, उन्होंने ये स्टेप बाय स्टेप लिया है, कहीं ना कहीं अनरियलाइजिंगली. You cannot go into this phase without moving on. There's no way. Yes, Garima, quickly.
It was about taking responsibility. I actually at one point in time realized that everything that is happening to me, even the unwanted circumstances that I'm landing myself in, is not somebody else's wrong or fault. It was my own thing that I am attracting to those things, because it was my responsibility. It was my idea to detach myself from the situation. Okay. And then realize.
Got your answer? Got your answer now? So realization, acceptance, and transcending. And this is what Mokshapat is about on a personal sphere. Realizing which energy is playing what role in your life, knowingly, unintentionally, all spheres. क्योंकि बहुत सी बार चीजें हमें पता होती है, बहुत सी बार हमें नहीं पता होती. For example, for those people who've not mastered their anger, the anger uses them. For those people who've mastered their anger, they learn how to use the energy of anger in the right place. But कभी-कभी आज भी गुस्सा आ जाता है. And you can't control it. Maybe 1 out of 10, but it happens. So Mokshapat क्या है? Mokshapat as a game, Mokshapat as a board is what? Understanding these 72 consciousnesses, levels of consciousness, levels of energies, how they influence your life, आपकी जिंदगी को वो कहाँ influence कर रहा है, कैसे influence कर रहा है, और उसको transcend कैसे करना है, उस पर mastery कैसे हासिल करनी है. So the minute you master something, you can channelize it in whichever way. Instead of that emotion, that thought, that energy using you, you learn how to use it to your benefit. But Mokshapat can give you the guidance. Mokshapat can tell you, ये energy है, इसको ऐसे use करोगे तो ये result मिलेगा. But काम किसको करना पड़ेगा? आपको. Across, I would not be wrong if I say this, but in India as of now, we are the only ones who are teaching Mokshapat from this standpoint. Because everywhere else, people are talking only about Mokshapat from the perspective of answering questions or giving guidance. But Mokshapat is the crux of life. If you think life does not come with a manual, look again, because this is the guidebook with which you create. anything and everything. And I would not be lying if I tell you all one thing, that my alumni, each one of them, have become better, more evolved beings just by understanding Mokshapat, even if they're not using it day by day. And some of them will talk about their journey today. Because understand one thing, you want to master life, you want to get moksha and nirvana in this lifetime, you want to be free of attachments, you want to be free of influence of what people are saying you want to stop being affected by what is happening around you. Problem क्या होती है घरों में, offices में? You work hard and you feel you're giving your best and people don't accept it. एक problem. दूसरी problem क्या होती है कि लोग कुछ कुछ ऐसा बोलते हैं जो हमें बहुत खटकता है, and it hurts us and we live in that pain. Number 3, we feel we are being surrounded by problems from all areas and solution nahi mil raha. We can't find the way forward. We want to do so many things, but somewhere or the other we get stuck because we feel our responsibilities and duties are not allowing us to go there. Am I right? पैसा आता है, पैसा आने से पहले खर्चा खड़ा हो जाता है. You start your own work, clients नहीं आते. Clients आते हैं तो they want freebies. Guys, यही problems है ना आपकी? है कि नहीं है? So अगर ये सारी problems delete हो जाएं तो क्या आपको मोक्ष मिल जाएगा? बताओ, मोक्ष मिल गया ना जीते जी? So Mokshapat can help you find a way out of these problems, but only through self-work. Only through self-work. दुनिया नहीं बदलने जा रहे हम, अपने आप को मास्टर करने जा रहे हैं. So anybody who thinks Mokshapat will tell their family कि तुम गलत हो, wrong. It will teach you how to master anything that is coming from them. And without being negatively affected, using it from a positive space to create, to understand, and to grow. Mokshapat will teach you how to connect to the soul that you are. And instead of saying, I am a soul, living like a soul, instead of living like a human. Mokshapat will help you understand life at its corest. And it will help you understand that even when you say, यार मैंने तो इतना काम कर लिया, वहां पर भी ego कभी कभी आ जाती है. And it is okay to be in that space of ego rather than pushing it aside कि मेरे में अहम नहीं है. It is wrong. It will teach you how to master any state of being you are in, provided you are ready to master it. But more than that, it will make you understand one very important fact. It will make you understand that spirituality is not a game of Bhagwan tak pahunchna. It is a game of apne aap tak pahunchna, and how to be practical spiritualist rather than a theoretical knowledgeable spiritualist. वो ज्ञानी ध्यानी नहीं बनाएगा आपको, वो कर्ता ज्ञानी बनाएगा, a ज्ञानी who will walk his path. And this is the power of Mokshapat from a very personal perspective. Any questions till here? And then we'll go forward with the professional aspects of Mokshapat. कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, बोर हो गए या फिर stunned and surprised, good way में, bad way में हो गए, ये तो बताओ. Yes, Nidhi.
Shweta, tell us something about your personal experience with Mokshapatta.
I will.
One thing.
I will.
Yeah, okay.
One thing about
Yes,
my
thank you.
personal experience. Okay. So I will tell you something very interesting about Mokshapat and me. मैंने Mokshapat सीखा 3 बार 3 different mentors से. And every time I learned from one of the mentors, the first time I learned it, they gave the board की photocopy कराओ, print out लो, करो सब कुछ करा लिया, ठीक है. एंड क्लास ही नहीं हुई 1 महीना, 1 month no class. अभी somebody like me who has a very impatient खुराफाती दिमाग, सीखना है सीखना है सीखना है सीखना है, यार बोर्ड लेकर बैठ गए, बोर्ड लिया, गोटी डाली, फर्स्ट बॉक्स आया एंगर. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? 4 years से I've been working on myself. You have to, I've mastered my anger. Second box आया, conceit. Conceit किस चीज का? And all of a sudden, after 5 minutes, I left this board and I said, this is all bullshit and bakwas. And it literally happened the first time I learned. This is all bullshit and bakwas. Why? Because later I realized that even as spiritualist, when we start growing, we start having something which I call as spiritual superiority. ये term बहुत लोगों ने मुझसे सुना है. All my alumni have heard this term numerous times. Spiritual superiority is not a superiority of complex of being the best, but it is being better than before. And knowing better than the other person where I am standing in life. मैंने ना बोर्ड उठा करके रख दिया. मैंने कहा मैं नहीं कर रही, ये सब बकवास होता है, सब झूठ है. Then when the classes started, I went into it, and very honestly, what they taught us about the 8 rows was very, very, very little, very to the surface. 10 point, 5 point हर उसके बाद में थे, which did not make too much sense. Boxes, some energies थोड़ी बहुत समझ में आई, but उसका connection to life नहीं समझ में आया. But nonetheless, once we started doing the reading, I actually realized that no matter how much I had worked on myself, I had controlled my anger. I had not mastered it. मैंने अपने गुस्से को ऐसे पकड़ कर रखना सीख लिया था. It was causing more rigidity in my life. I had not learned how to channelize it, put it in the right direction so that stagnant energy could give me growth, give me momentum in life. And anger की energy fire energy होती है ना. If fire can destroy, it can create. जब आपको गुस्सा आ रहा हो, you start doing something which is stuck, which you can't complete, and you see how fast you'll finish that work. Simply because that energy of anger will push it forward, make you finish it. Then, when I came to the first question, मेरे को answer नहीं आया देना. I was practicing with my husband. I said, यार 2-4 question तो पूछ. वो समझ में नहीं आया, answer क्या करूं? I went to a second mentor. The second mentor said, you all have to sign a contract that you will not teach Mokshapat for 3 years. I said, what bullshit? Course खत्म करने के बाद, you can't put this restriction. So anyways, I said, you keep your degree with you. I don't want it. Any which ways, what she was teaching was a mirror image of the first one. Then I went to a third mentor with the same context. And then finally, one day I sat down and I looked at this board. ये board था मेरे पास में. Let me unblur. ये original board हमें 1 minute, guys. This was the original board that was given. Very basic board. इस board को लेकर मैं बैठी and I questioned my divine, and I believe in questioning. So I questioned my divine. I said, you know what? Vedic knowledge 1st century से है, 3rd century से है. ज्ञान देव ने करा, ये करा, वो करा, ऐसे करा, वैसे करा, सबने करा. But क्या इसका यही बात है कि ये हम क्वेश्चन पूछे और ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर देता जाए? How is Vedic knowledge so surface level? Vedas are supposed to talk about everything in the world, universal knowledge. Is this the depth of universal knowledge? And that night, I saw the first glance of what Mokshapat was supposed to be while I was in meditation. I saw the entire Mokshapat, my life, with the energies of Mokshapat being highlighted. I would see sequences of my life and I would see the energy of that sequence. एक episode, anger. एक और episode, bliss. एक और episode, bhakti. And this is how my connection with Mokshapat started. After that day, I used to sit every day and my question used to be on one box, एक box. इस box के parameters जिंदगी में क्या होते हैं? इस energy के parameters क्या होते हैं? And Mokshapat started unfolding. Every day, if new beginning messes up in your life, what happens? If every day, how can you use anger? How can you not use anger? इसको क्या करो? कैसे करो? And Mokshapat became the biggest life's lesson for me. It took me 3 years to create this program. And with every batch, we are improving, we are growing, we are evolving. ऐसा लगता है जैसे जिंदगी कितनी बड़ी है, इसे एक बोर्ड ने मुझे सिखाया, very honestly. If what I learned before Mokshapat was true knowledge, the way to apply that knowledge into my life came only with Mokshapat. And till date, मैं अब अपने लिए reading नहीं करती. I will not lie. I have not read for the last 3 years for my personal self. I read for my family. I read for my parents. मैंने अपने लिए नहीं करा. Whenever I get stuck, my only question is to my divine, अच्छा आज कौन सी एनर्जी में फंस गई हूँ, ये बताओ और रास्ता बता दो. And you see the path, you see the snake, you see the ladder, you see that box opening up for you, and your answer is there right in front in 2 minutes flat. For me, my biggest creation nahi bolungi. I would say Mokshapat has given me something beyond just knowledge. It has given me new life. It has given me a new understanding of my reality and how this knowledge can change lives. And that is why I don't teach it in the format which is being taught, generally speaking. This format is very different. Because अगर आपने इस बोर्ड के 72 बॉक्सेस को मास्टर कर लिया ना, आप अपनी जिंदगी मास्टर कर लोगे. ये मेरी गारंटी है. This is my guarantee. Nidhi, I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Vidya.
You're welcome. Rashmi, आपने हैंड रेज किया है?
श्वेता, मेरे मतलब from 2 weeks I was मेरे दिमाग में यही चल रहा था कि मोक्षपट करना चाहिए, पर क्यों करना चाहिए. And I talked to many of the alumni, many of the people who did an group. तो उन लोग से आंसर बहुत अच्छा satisfactory मिला. But today I think this session was held, मतलब क्योंकि 3-4 हफ्ते से मेरे दिमाग में यही चल रहा था. So it combined and made us come together and held this session. And ये आ गया and you are explaining so wow. Thank you.
So आज ना पता है मुझे, I don't know, yes, 4-5 days पहले ना we were discussing Mokshapat का orientation and my team was sitting there, Pranav was there, we were all sitting and we were discussing करें क्या, and इसको करे, propagate करे, इसको कहाँ डालना है, कितने ग्रुप्स में डालना है. And I told him one thing, I said पता नहीं क्यों मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है ये Mokshapat ना मुझे अपने ग्रुप के लिए करना है, only for people who are already connected and maybe their guest. मुझे, I don't know why I get this energy कि उनको चाहिए, and I don't want to take it in the normal way, because when you meet people out of the system, no, then there is a different way of explaining, because वो आपको नहीं जानते, वो आपका way of thinking, processing and explanation नहीं जानते. So you have to start from zero. But with all of you, I could start from perhaps 10 or 20, because you all know the way I talk, you all understand what I'm saying. I don't have to explain 0 to 1 with you. I can simply start writing essays. So मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था, but क्यों लग रहा था ये मुझे आज ही पता चल रहा है, because honestly this is I mean Dr. Rupa, Meenu ji, they've attended almost all the orientations, and this is the first orientation where we are creating a context like this. We've never been able to do it because हमेशा बहुत सारे लोग नए होते हैं और कहीं ना कहीं हमको 0 से स्टार्ट करना ही पड़ता है. Yes, Chaitanya.
मैंने कल के सेशन के लिए बुक किया था, but I don't know.
तुम गायब हो गए.
I was so tired, मतलब कब नींद आई मुझे पता भी नहीं चला. And
तुम्हारी किस्मत में नहीं था रश्मि, तुम्हारी किस्मत में नहीं था. चैतन्य भी उठ के सो के जागे हैं.
कल नहीं था और आज वाला सेशन था.
कोई बात नहीं, जिसकी किस्मत में जो होता है. कल many people actually people very surprisingly did not turn out, and all the people who were on the reserve list got their chance. That is the best part. Yes, Chaitanya, बोलिए.
So actually, ma'am, I have a twofold question. One is about, can you tell a little bit more about the technical aspects of the board? For the lack of better word, I'm using a technical word. The word technical, about like why 72 boxes, or let's say if there is a specific word mentioned on the specific box, then why that number? Like let's say if there, I read something Vaikuntha Lok, Shivalok or something. So if let's say number 35 is Shivalok, I'm just guessing, I'm not sure whether it is, then why it is at
It is
number 35, now not 36 or 34 or 5 or 12? So that is one. Second thing is, yesterday I got my reading done from one of your students. I did not see Mokshapat at that point of time, so I did not know what all is written there. So largely I was told that, okay, this is positive or this is negative. But now when you are showing it to me, I know that there are a lot of different things that were written there, and now I do not have any means to know on which box actually that pointer was, so that my that guide told me whether it's a positive or negative. But is it the positive or negative actually built, or are the directions on that board, or are they simply energies?
So, okay. So Chaitanya, now let me answer your question. I've understood what you want to ask. Now let me answer it. Number one, जिंदगी ना एक सिरे से चलती है. For example, you have to take birth to live this life. अब जब पैदा होगी तो एक आइडेंटिटी बनेगी. जब आइडेंटिटी बनेगी तो ये इल्यूजन आएगा. वेट, ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. मुझे ऐसे क्वेश्चन बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं, टेढ़े मेढ़े वाले. So coming to this now, go to the bottom row, go to box number 1. You enter into the game of life कब? जब आप जन्म लेते हो.
Right.
जब जन्म लेते हो तो आत्मा एक आइडेंटिटी बनाती है कि मैं इंसान हूं, जो भ्रम क्रिएट करता है, क्योंकि हम एक्चुअल में तो आत्मा है. और आत्मा से इंसान की आइडेंटिटी पकड़ते हैं. इस इंसान की आइडेंटिटी में हम अपनी आत्मा की आइडेंटिटी भूल जाते हैं और परमात्मा से डिस्कनेक्ट हो करके इस जीवन को जीते हैं, जो कि ना तो नेगेटिव है ना पॉजिटिव है. व्हाई? बिकॉज अगर आप सोल की आइडेंटिटी से जन्म से ही जियोगे तो एवोल्यूशन नहीं हो सकता. यू कांट ग्रो, यू कांट मास्टर. सो ये भ्रम इस लेवल पे जरूरी है. लेकिन यही भ्रम जब हमको हमारी फ्यूचर आइडेंटिटीज में फंसा के रख दे, वो गलत है. सी, आई वॉन्ट एवरीबडी टू अंडरस्टैंड वन एस्पेक्ट. ओरिजिनल मोक्षपाठ में 72 बॉक्सेस नहीं थे, 100 and something boxes थे. This board was damaged and ruined, and we lost the board during the British era. ये बोर्ड जो वॉल्स एंड ऑल पे लिखा गया, उससे 72 बॉक्सेस रिकवर हुए. ये 72 बॉक्सेस, 68 नंबर का बॉक्स वैकुंठ लोक इज द सीट ऑफ मोक्ष और निर्वाणा. नॉट 72, 68. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, देयर इज नो बॉक्स ऑफ डेथ, क्योंकि आत्मा अमर है, आत्मा नहीं मरती. कोई भी ऐसा स्टेट नहीं है इस बॉक्स के अंदर जिसका नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव दोनों नहीं होता. एंड मास्टरिंग एनी स्टेट means coming to that 0 point field from where you can use it negatively and positively with conscious choice and understanding what is right for you. For example, let's be वापस नीचे आओ, भ्रम पे आओ. अगर आज आपको ये भ्रम ना होता कि आप एक इंसान हो और यही लाइफ टाइम आपकी है, क्या आप अपने इनिशियल ईयर्स को उतनी ही ओपनली जी सकते थे इन द मोमेंट, believing your parents are your parents and everything, enjoying life with brothers, sisters, cousins, relatives, everyone enjoying your school life? नहीं ना. सोल की आइडेंटिटी से हम हमेशा सोचते रहते, हम सब ब्रह्मचर्य में चले जाते, साधना में चले जाते, हम आगे नहीं बढ़ते. अब यही भ्रम 30 इयर्स की एज पे अगर मैं होल्ड करके बैठती हूं, सपोज करो कि मेरे से बेटर कोई नहीं है, या आज की एज पे दिस स्टेज आई होल्ड ऑन टू इट, दैट देयर इज नो बेटर मास्टर देन मी, क्या ये भ्रम मेरे को चैतन्य नीचे खींचेगा या ऊपर लेके जाएगा?
नीचे खींच रहेगा.
नीचे खींचेगा. तो देखो, जो भ्रम एक स्टेज पे जरूरी था मेरी ग्रोथ के लिए, आज वही भ्रम मेरे लिए नेगेटिव बन जाएगा इफ आई डोंट learn how to use it. So when I need to fake it to make it, I will use this bhram. But when I need to be authentic, I have to let go of this identity and this maya. Moving from there आता है क्रोध. अब बच्चे को भूख लगती है तो वो जब गुस्से में रोता है तो ही माँ आके दूध पिलाती है. जब आपको कोई आके मारने वाला है, कोई कुत्ता पीछे से भौंक रहा है, कोई बंदर आके झपट्टा मारा और आप उसको वो डंडा दिखा के डरा रहे हो, वो क्रोध उस वक्त सही है. पर जब वो क्रोध आपके अंदर अपनी इनसिक्योरिटी से आता है, अपने फियर से आता है, और आप अपने घर वालों पे गुस्सा करते हो, तो वही क्रोध गलत है. लेकिन ये क्रोध आता कहाँ से है? From where does this anger come? Maya. I am. Because it is only when your ego is violated that you feel angry, insecure, fearful. So you see, this entire board is connected to each other. It is in a state of flow. One state of being gives rise to the next state of being. इसके numbers पे मत जाओ. 33 से 35 का कोई मतलब नहीं है. Energies पे जाओ. Numbering दी है हमारे लिए easy करने के लिए. But the flow of energy from one box to another is what we need to work with. And number 2, आपका second question, I think I've already answered it, but I'll put it again together for you. Every state is a polarity. ये scale देख रहे हो ना सब लोग? Scale दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? इसमें एक मिड पॉइंट होता है. सपोज करो ये मेरा 15 सेंटीमीटर पे मिड पॉइंट है. दिस इज माय 0 पॉइंट फील्ड.
मैं आपका ब्लर ऑफ कीजिए ना. हाँ,
मैंने कर दिया, ब्लर ऑफ कर दिया. दिस इज माय 0 पॉइंट फील्ड. ये मेरा पॉजिटिव है, ये मेरा नेगेटिव है. अगर मैं क्रोध को अच्छे से यूज कर लूं तो वो पॉजिटिव का पलड़ा भारी हो जाए अपने आप को बचाने के लिए. और जब आई हर्ट समवन, इट गोज टू द नेगेटिव. But to use between the negative and the positive, where do I need to come? To this midpoint. So this is mastery. 0 point पे आने के बाद ही आपकी mastery है. You come to the 0 point only when you master that state. So once you learn how to master it, you can learn how to make negative spaces, negative periods, negative energies into positive with choice. Does that answer your question, Chaitanya?
yes. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. So this is the personal aspect of Mokshapat. आगे बढ़े. किसी और का ऐसा क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो ना. ऐसे क्वेश्चन कोई पूछता ही नहीं. प्लीज पूछो. So coming to the professional aspect. Personal aspect हम लोगों ने समझा. Now professionally. Professionally speaking, Mokshapat is something like tarot, but a deeper version of tarot. However, tarot experts, jitne yahan baithe mere alumni, they will talk more about how you can how is tarot and Mokshapat different and how can you combine them together, how they complement each other rather than contradicting each other. First of all, चाहे वो tarot हो, astrology हो, numerology हो, Mokshapat हो, runes हो, कुछ भी हो, they all talk about our spiritual growth. They talk about how to move forward in life. Mokshapat talks about the soul's journey, energies. It will not tell you दुनिया में बाहर जाके देखो क्या हो रहा है. It will tell you दुनिया में बाहर क्या हो रहा है पसंद नहीं आता तो आप अंदर जाओ. See where you are stuck. Why are you attracting it? Law of attraction. You attract whatever is within. जो भी आप vibrate करते हो अंदर से, आप उसी का equal resonating energy attract करते हो, right? This is the law of attraction. है ना? So अगर आपको बाहर की जिंदगी पसंद नहीं तो अंदर की जिंदगी चेंज करो. Now, from that space, Mokshapat has a better depth because it is talking about energy and a very clear-cut thing कि ये energy रोक रही है. Elimination रोक रहा है. Elimination रोक रहा है मतलब वो चीजें आप नहीं छोड़ पा रहे हो जो आपके लिए यूजफुल नहीं है. आप क्वेश्चन अगर आपका बिजनेस रिलेटेड है तो बिजनेस में आप क्या ड्रॉप नहीं कर पा रहे हो, यू विल पुट इट देयर. अगर आप पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप में है तो मे बी आप अपनी जजमेंट ड्रॉप नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आप अपना गुस्सा ड्रॉप नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आप अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशन ड्रॉप नहीं कर पा रहे. सो इट्स क्वाइट प्रिसाइज व्हेन इट कम्स टू द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ ईच बॉक्स एंड व्हाट यू नीड टू डू विद इट. बिकॉज हियर वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट generalistic point of views. Here we are talking about specific energies in relation to specific areas of your life, which will become more clear when we'll do the reading. I'll do a one question answer reading for a few of you. आज कम है तो आराम से हो भी जाएगी. Secondly, Mokshapat में दो चीजें जो कहीं और जल्दी से नहीं आप निकाल पाते is the soul's journey in this lifetime. Those who had joined in yesterday had gotten their soul journey created by the readers present. Soul journey is the journey of your soul from the birth till whatever age we want to take it off, because the soul never dies. तो हम डेथ हमारे पास होता ही नहीं है. यहाँ पे हम जिस पॉइंट से मरेंगे हम उसी एनर्जी से नेक्स्ट लाइफ टाइम में स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट अपना लेकर आएंगे. We will take birth from that same energy. That will be a predominant space of energy in the next lifetime. This is the belief system. So soul's journey is a complete map of the lessons you have learned karmically, life lessons, and what you still need to learn in the upcoming phases. Just because you're a very, very evolved person doesn't mean कि आपका future उतना ही evolved जाएगा. कई बार वो लड़खड़ाता है. वो लड़खड़ाएगा. Where will you go wrong and how to rectify it? The biggest plus point about Mokshapat readings, which I consider as a plus point personally, Mokshapat ये नहीं कहता कि ऐसा होगा तो हो गया. This is it. Mokshapat will give you solutions. It will tell you, this is stopping you, work on this energy, work on this, work on this, work on this. You can take out as many number of facets of the problem that you want, and you can integrate it into your life. And second thing, which I personally really enjoy about Mokshapat, is the fact that Mokshapat आपको बड़ी-बड़ी पूजा, पाठ, stones नहीं बताता. Mokshapat gives you small remedies, small things which are connected to you. If it talks about charity and dan, it doesn't talk about going and distributing things. It talks about distributing your energy, going and donating time in an orphanage, in an old age house, being a part of introducing your energy into that aspect or that remedy. It doesn't talk about what you can't do. It talks about you in your position. Whatever can be done is to be done. So it's more practical. हम लोग कई बार I have seen, personally also I've experienced, आप किसी एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास जाते हो ना, वो आपको बहुत बड़ी बड़ी चीजें बताते हैं, संकल्प, पूजा पाठ, और कई बार लोगों के लिए प्रैक्टिकल नहीं होता है. Sometimes for many it is, for many it is not. Mokshapat takes away that thing also, because whatever it gives you is doable in small doses. It is doable in any space of life. It doesn't matter where you are sitting. It doesn't matter where you are going. It doesn't matter what you are thinking about. For example, अगर आज किसी को charity दिखाना है, दान करना है, दान could simply be going and spending time with people in your society, people who need your help, who need your support, without donating money. आप इस्कॉन टेम्पल में जाकर, आप किसी लंगर में जाकर खाना खिला दो, वो भी तो दान है ना. आपने अपना टाइम दान किया, अपनी एनर्जी दान करी. So it makes you a part of what you are trying to inculcate. The second thing that perhaps only Mokshapat has till date is creating a horoscope without the date and time of birth. जब हम हॉरोस्कोप बनाते हैं मोक्षपाट के थ्रू साल भर का एनुअल हॉरोस्कोप, हमको उसके लिए डेट एंड टाइम ऑफ बर्थ नहीं चाहिए. बट प्लीज नोट, ये आपकी पत्री नहीं बन रही है. दिस इज नॉट योर बर्थ चार्ट. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एनुअल हॉरोस्कोप. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट क्रिएटिंग योर बर्थ चार्ट्स. प्लीज, पत्रियां नहीं बात कर रही, जन्म पत्री की बात नहीं कर रही मैं हॉरोस्कोप की बात कर रही हूँ. प्लीज बी वेरी क्लियर ऑन दैट. And of course, question answers, timeline questions, when will this happen, what will happen, how, ये सारा कुछ तो as a part and parcel होता ही होता है. Mokshapat today is one of those methodologies which is coming into vogue very fast. लोग बहुत जल्दी इससे pull in होकर आ रहे हैं. अभी practitioners कम हैं and good practitioners are lesser. You get surface level practitioners, yes and no answer, things like that is there. But people who will really sit and do it properly with the clients, working out on their problems, ये थोड़े कम हैं अभी. All over the world, not just in India, but globally, such practitioners are less. I am proud to say that most of my practitioners, and I'm saying most, not all, most of my practitioners fall into the rhythm of good ones. Because wherever they get stuck, they get stuck. However, हर practitioner की एक journey होती है and they take time to grow. So they always become better with each reading. Now, अगर इसका scope of earning की हम बात करते हैं, so first of all, it is compatible with other methodologies. You can use it with any method, any modality you want. For a lot of people like Dr. Rupa and all, what they do is they do the reading first to understand client कहाँ फंस रहा है, and then curate the healing as per that, give the remedies as per Mokshapath's guidance. A lot of people combine astrology, Mokshapat, and tarot together. So it depends on you what you want to do. Totally what you want to do. इसको use करने का दायरा आपका है. As far as the earning scope is concerned, people are charging anywhere from 2,000 rupees an hour to 5,000 rupees an hour to 7,000 rupees an hour for 1 hour readings. Soul journeys ke liye, one of my students is charging 15,000 rupees for a soul journey. Some of them are charging 3,000, 4,000 a journey. So it depends totally on how you want to grow. When I have stopped doing readings now, but I used to charge 5,000 rupees for 1 hour, and otherwise soul journey and horoscope ka 10,000 rupees. And I used to get 10 readings a month minimum. So 10 reading mila, lakh rupees aapke haath mein hai. It's a high income earner, provided you can deliver. The delivery is very important. And understand one thing, you don't have to tell your clients everything in detail unless and until they are coming from a very spiritual background. They will not understand the names of the board. So you have to put it into their parameter of understanding. आपके लिए वो समझना जरूरी है, not them. With this, I would request first my alumni to share their journey, because मेरी journey से ज़्यादा profound उनकी होगी. Alumni, can you just raise your hand who all are here and who would like to speak? Just raise your hand in the chat. मैं एक-एक करके आप लोगों को spotlight कर दूंगी. Garima, you can start.
Okay, hi everybody, and this is truly a grateful experience for me to be here and to be sharing my experience out with you. First of all, I would like to start. We all have been at some sort of spiritual path when we came here. We haven't been told about Mokshapat by our dadis and mamas and pandits. We all came to know about Mokshapat through some coincidence, through some fluke, through some luck. Let me tell you, nothing about this is a fluke. You were the chosen ones, and that is the reason you're here. I personally, this is my second mentor for Mokshapat, and my journey into spirituality began like 4 or 5 years back, and practically speaking, I started with tarot reading. When this happened to me, this is a kind of, I was chanced upon Shweta through a YouTube video. She has put up some orientation video on YouTube, and I just chanced upon it. And there is absolutely no information about Mokshapat in general on Google or otherwise. And for me to be here with Shweta, this is the best thing that you could have found as a mentor. She is the reason I will never be a mentee, because to match up those standards is not in me. I'm more of a reader, I'm more of a healer, I'm all those things, but not a mentor. Because whenever somebody comes to me to learn, I would be like, you better go to her and she'll like guide you better. So that has been my personal thing. Not only Mokshapat, but otherwise also everywhere, wherever you are sitting right now, things that happen to you has all been designed in a particular way for you to be here in this moment. I am not very active on any other group or stuff, but when this chance came upon, when she asked me to be here to share my experiences, is something I'm truly grateful for, and be able to share my experience with you guys. And all the best to you all. This should be, and this is going to be the best. As far as the earnings is concerned, I personally charge some 1,500 rupees for half an hour. So that is how I go about the Mokshapat readings. Soul journeys and horoscopes have different charges. But yeah, even if you're not earning, whenever you create a karma, the earnings will follow. You might take a little more time or lesser time in comparison, but don't compare your journey with others. Just be on the path, the money will come to you. That's about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Garima. And Garima is one of my best readers, by the way. The kind of reading and the kind of insights that she can bring in is really, really, really remarkable. And I'm waiting for her to open up to fully using this as a professional tool. Okay, before I move to Dr. Rupa, Kalyani ji, Shikha, Manjusha ji, and Himadri, I have a request from some people in my personal chat that आप पहले course के बारे में बता दीजिए, because some people need to leave. So I will just take 2 minutes and come back to all of you. Just give me 5 minutes for this. So when we talk about the program, for the first time, we are announcing the program, the offline sessions as well as the online sessions for Mokshapat. So this would be the 2 batches of online and 1 batch of offline Mokshapat sessions would be there. And I'll just share the details with you. So it's a 15-day program. ये 15 दिन का program है, 15 classes का program है rather I should say, and there will be 2 to 3 classes a week depending on the schedule, and the schedules will be shared before. 8 classes तो rows के ऊपर हैं totally. There are 8 rows on the board. Each class will be doing only about 1 row. And in case, please remember one thing, 15 classes कई बार कम पड़ जाती हैं तो हम उसको extend कर देते हैं. So you will get minimum of 15 classes, maybe couple of more. The first class is all about introduction, understanding karma from the perspective of the soul, the perspective of humanity and evolution, understanding the journey of a soul from the point of conception till the point of moksha. How do you cleanse the board, energize, storage? ये सब छोटे से एक part में आ जाता है. We'll be spending a lot of time on understanding the 8 rows, and there will be 8 classes specifically only scheduled for that. Then a very big and very important part is that how to frame your questions. When we come down to the practical aspect, framing of questions, how you do a complete reading with one problem so that your client has a complete solution, and how to do question answers is going to take about 2 classes. Then how to map out a soul journey, how to create a horoscope, and something that normally people don't want to talk about, and people, practitioners and trainers don't want to give to their students. How do you market and promote yourselves? So we have one class on how to prepare yourself. What all do you need to market yourself as a reader? How do you create your own programs? When do you create it? And how do you digitalize the entire concept? Because आजकल बिना digital के काम नहीं grow होता. So how do you put everything into it? So in a way, this program takes care of the personal growth, professional growth, and marketing growth for each person who is a part of this program. For online classes, there will be 15 live classes on Zoom, 75 recorded audios and videos as notes. There is no PDF. There is only audio video notes. And trust me, वो audio video notes, written notes से ज़्यादा in-depth and intense है. You will have to put in a lot of time to listen and absorb information from there. And a lot of practical practice. Then, what will you learn? So during the course, अभी हमने एक topic discuss किया, 8 rows. But 8 rows में हम और क्या-क्या discuss करने वाले हैं? What is going to be the crux of this? The crux of this is going to be understanding the perspective of a soul's journey from the Vedic lifestyle, from our today's lifestyle, the differences between both the lifestyles and how parameters have changed. Understanding the 72 planes of the board, or the 72 boxes of the boards as the level of consciousness and planes of existence. Like I just gave you a little insight with Chaitanya's question. Then the 7 chakra system. And 7 chakra system from consciousness, from the perspective of consciousness, soul and humanity, and generic human life. And then of course, Mokshapat reading में क्या करना है अगर हम उस box पे आते हैं. Concepts of dharma, karma, vices, virtues that define our life, and how do you use each one to its utmost to create a lot of growth, evolution, and well-being for yourself and people around you. Understanding the soul's journey, the soul's purpose, how do you transcend realities, beliefs, and self, your karmic path, and much more. We'll do a lot of, we'll do one easy, very, very easy method of cleansing the board, energizing and programming. Apart from that, we'll be also doing grounding, centering, which is very important for every reader to stay disconnected from people's energies. Nahi to kya hota hai, we absorb energies from other people and we feel very unwell or heavy in ourselves. Then, how do you give a reading free from your own beliefs? अक्सर आपके पास ऐसे लोग आएंगे who will hit something in you. Their story will be similar to yours. And kahin brain mein, your experiences and your emotions will start interacting with the client's emotions. How do you separate that? How do you put a gap there? That is very important. Then channeling pure divine knowledge. Okay, how do you channel energy? Because channeling is important also. And throughout the space of life, one thing is there, all my students have learned how to channel apne aap. They have learned how to integrate energies coming up and down, connecting better with one's own intuition, and obviously how to look beyond what the client is simply saying moving forward. Understanding karma, patterns of karma, finding solutions, and identifying the right path to move on. Soul journey, karmic lessons, positive and negative phases kya aayenge life mein, and how to change the energies of negative upcoming phases. Creating an astrological horoscope, as I've already told you, without the date of birth and the time of birth. Then ethics and readings. Ethics and readings, creating cheat sheets. How will you work on simplifying your life? What are the different types of questions? How will you frame questions? Creating your own programs, online, offline, and recorded. We'll be discussing all of this. Monetizing your skills through readings and programs. How to combine Mokshapat with any other existing skill. Learning how to do real-time reading, practical assessment hoga. By the way, certificates are not just given because you have registered for the program. You have to deliver to get your certificate. And you are given a lot of time to practice and prepare, but काम तो आपको करना पड़ेगा. This is not a easy course in terms कि आप आओगे, पे करोगे और certificate ले जाओगे. If you don't deliver, you will be asked to resit the assessment. But our journey doesn't stop with the program. After the program, as most of you know, we always have alumni support groups. So post-program support, lifetime support group on WhatsApp, which is open to all the Mokshapat alumni. Question answer, kahan fas rahe hain, kya growth ho rahi hai. We meet very often. Well, very often to nahi, but we meet once in 2 months or 3 months to discuss new things, new aspects of growth, where we are getting stuck, how to grow ahead, things like that. Then, like we just finished with 2 batches yesterday, and now we're going to plan how to promote them. So we'll be doing one live Zoom session where all our new graduates will come and do question answers with a live audience. And we'll be announcing the certifications with their journeys onto our channels, which is still under preparation. And they are also given an opportunity to create a program for Transcending Beliefs YouTube channel, and it's a pre-recorded program. So all of these ways are there to promote you as readers, to tell the world that you are into this. Now batch 11 and 12 will be talking about this in the coming week and start preparing for it. अभी आप लोगों का काम खत्म नहीं हुआ. Yesterday जिन लोगों ने अपने एग्जाम देके फ्री हुए हो, अभी आप लोगों के पास बहुत सारा काम और है. Then we have an alumni channel. Any alumni who wants to have their videos, their orientation videos, their master classes on that alumni channel are most welcome to have that. So that's another opportunity which is given. Many of them don't use it, but wo opportunity and option hota hai. The biggest part of my post program support is the kind of alumni support we provide. This alumni support is not chargeable. It is free of cost for your entire life, because I understand one thing. Mere ko sare problems aaye when I finished my programs and moved into my practical professional sphere. So understanding that the alumni support groups is a place for all alumni to collectively grow, support, and understand Mokshapat in depth. Certification for this program will be a practitioner plus trainer certification. And since Transcending Beliefs is registered under the Trademark Act of India to certify individuals, this is a legally valid certification. You can use it anywhere without any kind of fear ki accept hoga ki nahi hoga. 2 online batches are starting. One batch will be starting on the 31st of August. The other would be starting on the 25th of September, almost 25 days after. Afternoon batch is starting in August. This will be from 3 to 5 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the 14th batch, which will start in September, is the evening batch, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please note, you can't shuttle between batches. However, before the batch starts, you can always shift to another one if you can't attend your chosen batch. In an online program, what all do you get? The practitioner and trainer e-certification, 75 recorded audios and videos for notes, and the recordings of all the classes. Because trust me, you will listen to them again and again throughout. Most of my students listen to it at least 3 or 4 times during the entire course. to get a better grip on what we are discussing. Offline batch will be in Sector 43, Faridabad. This will start on 23rd of September, and this will be only a weekend batch, Saturdays and Sundays. Timings would be 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a full day course. Now, for people who are coming for the offline class, there will be 6 full day classes, video recordings of the notes, the 75 audio and video recordings, and the practitioner and trainer e-certification. Please note there will be no recording of the live session, 6 sessions that you will be taking with me. Offline workshop will also include a physical copy of the board, a physical printed copy जो मैंने अभी आप लोगों के साथ दिखाया आप लोगों को in English or in Hindi, whichever version you is more comfortable to you, along with the dice and goti. All meals during the time, morning tea, snacks, evening high tea, and a vegetarian lunch. If there's any printed material, that will also be provided to you. And you will also be given any kind of templates and all that you will need in physical printed form. However, all of this is not there in the online program. Printouts and all are not given in the online. You have to get them done yourself. सब कुछ soft copy में आता है. So, the fees for the online program, the original fees is 37,500, but for this batch, it will be 24,999. It is payable in 2 to 3 equal installments. However, you can book your seat with 1,000 rupees and make the payment in the next 48 days for your first installment. Offline fee will be 49,999, but early bird price again is 37,499, which is applicable only for the first 10 people, payable in 2 equal installments. But that is not it. So we had a request from somebody कि हमको board भी दे दो. So keeping in mind with the popular request, those who booked their seat today will be shipped the A3 size board, goti and dice. Blue wala jo maine aap logon ko dikhaya. On screen, I'll show you the physical copy of it as well. After your complete payment is made, you will have to give me a 2-week notice to ship it to you. This is only for people who register, who make that first payment today and register their seat. 48 hours के अंदर आपको complete payment करना है to avail this offer. The board will be selling the board for 4,500 post. So whoever wants to get this can register today. InstaMojo links are being shared on your Zoom chat. And the workshop, once again, online batches start, afternoon batch starts on 31st August. September batch is the evening batch, which starts on 25th of September. Offline batch starts on 23rd of September. So once again, guys, you want to grow your life, you want to improve, you want to grow, you want to evolve, you want moksha in this lifetime. This is your chance. And trust me, next time जो full price देख रहे हो, next time उस पे sell करूंगी. And I am a person who stays to my words. This is the only opportunity you get to avail at this price point. Now I'm coming, I'm not going to pitch more. I will talk about Mokshapat later. Dr. Rupa. Come.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. And one thing before Dr. Rupa starts, I want to share something. This woman has created my biggest victory herself in the last 1 year, 1.5 years. From somebody who was scared to come on camera and talk, she is now leading sessions. She is talking to 100 people plus. And this is all due to her hard work. Beyond that, she has become my strongest source of support and strength throughout all my students. So thank you, Dr. Rupa, for being here and always being there for me.
Thank you for all the encouraging kind words and so appreciative words, ma'am. And believe me, you all, it is all this lady behind me. It is her push what has pushed me to what I am now. I'm able to talk to you all. I'm not a good speaker, but I will try to be one for now. Okay, thank you. And talking about Mokshapat, that was a universal calling for me. I joined with Transcending beliefs through Vedic rituals. I think that was the path for me to choose Mokshapatta to be a student of Mokshapatta, because that is where I learned what standards Transcending Beliefs could give me, and what was Shweta ma'am, and how good coach she was. And I had attended many free webinars for Vedic Switchwords, where the price was very less comparatively to Transcending Beliefs, what they charged. But I couldn't resonate with any of even though I attended free webinars, it was nowhere connecting to me. It is when I attended Transcending Beliefs webinar, I understood what I will be getting. That is why I call it a universal call. And then came Mokshapatta. I enrolled into it. And that is where I can say, like ma'am said, I can arrogantly say I'm her best student. I'm her best student, and she has given me the most, I can say, because I have learned so much from her. Everybody has learned equally. She treats every student equally, but what I have taken from her is the most, more than anybody else can take. So I'm so proud to be part of Transcending Beliefs. And Mokshapatta has helped me personally, professionally, emotionally. And I was a spiritual person already. I knew tarot reading and all that. I used to tarot read. But I was a good reader, but not very resonating with the system itself, the tarot system. So as I had inclination towards Vedic background, that is where this Mokshapatta resonated with me. I blended with Mokshapatta very well. And today it has helped me personally. Every day I get up, like the way, the tarot readers may know, they take every day's guidance. It is the guidance from me through Mokshapatta. What I should do, who I should concentrate most, what I should concentrate in myself most for the day is all got from Mokshapatta. And then it's about the family, then comes family. Anybody has any queries, we finish that up, guidance part in the morning. And then my clients, any modality. I know many modalities where I have lots of, I practice lots of modalities through healing and all that. Mokshapatta and Vedic Switchwords come first for me. Mokshapatta, I take guidance. I help even my clients to help them decide what healing modality they should be choosing which is suitable to their queries, to their health issues, or whatever query it may be, personally, professionally. It helps them choose. It guides them what to choose. And I have clients from all over the world today. This has helped me grow overseas. Most of my overseas clients have, they have taken Mokshapat reading from me, and they are repeatedly coming to me because it has worked for them. So professionally growing is not a thing of the past. It just delivers then and there. And what makes us more connecting to the Mokshapatta is the connection you build with the board. The connection you build with the board, like ma'am said, it is the channeling, it is the way you understand. That is what makes you able to be delivering to your clients. And I have earned more than what I invested to learn this Mokshapatta. If we come to talk about energy exchange for the course itself, Transcending Belief is one of the highly rated organizations, one among the highly rated. This kept me holding for initially, but now when I have entered into Transcending Beliefs, I know the class, the standards of coaching provided by ma'am, and the hand holding we are getting. Every person, every student has equal attention, and it is we are even it is like from knowledge to revenue generation. We are guided from that part to revenue generation in our personal lives. So this no organization does, because I've been part of other organizations for other modalities before I entered Transcending Beliefs. So when the coaching is so class apart, do we need to, I mean, can the class and the standards be categorized or put a price tag into to class? Class cannot be categorized or priced. You can never put a price tag to class. It is always high. So if I was, I mean, a year ago, if this was the energy exchange for the coach, I would have never taken. But now I know what matters is the class, is the value that we get from Transcending Beliefs as a person and how we have to grow as professionals. So that way, I have been benefited from every aspect of being associated with Transcending Beliefs. And I urge everybody to not miss the opportunity. And Mokshapatta itself is such a tool. It's a guiding tool. It's a spiritual growing tool. And I'm still a student, and I'm every day evolving with the board. I'm learning so much. I'm trying to impart my knowledge or my experiences to my clients through reading, or maybe through whatever the morals or remedies it may guidances that may provide, the board may provide. And I'm so humbled. Like ma'am said, I have learned anger controlling with anger management with the board itself. So it's all already a spiritual person has become more spiritual and more goal-oriented, professional-oriented. It has put me together as a complete person. So thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity. I hope I didn't goof up this time. I'm so happy.
No, you are perfect. And thank you, Dr. Rupa, for being here, as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And there are a lot of thank yous for you in the comment from Sharon Ji and other people whom you have been supporting so selflessly in the Vedic Switchwords alumni group.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rupa. So for those of you who want to know, who wanted to see the board, मेरे पास 2-4 लोगों की आई है messages. So I'm just showing you, this is the board. This is the Hindi board that is there in front of me. So you'll be getting the board of your preferred language, English or Hindi. And this is, you'll have to make the full payment for this once before the board is sent out. Also, एक request और आया है. So I will just quickly share that before going to Kalyani ji. When you will click the payment link for online training, these are the options that will come. So you can choose full payment, EMI, 3 EMI, or the token amount. Once you press the token amount, you can put an amount as low as 1,000 or whatever is convenient, and move ahead. Once you reserve your spot, just fill in this form and go to proceed to pay. When you go to proceed to pay, कुछ भी डाल देते हैं एक बार हम. If you don't know who referred you, put NA. So we have a program for which we are working, and all the people who have created references would be given certificates of gratitude and small gifts from our side, because they have been the reason for change in somebody's life. Now, when you come here, you can choose any payment option, credit card, debit card, net banking, anything that is convenient to you. Okay. So all the payment options are here, including your Paytm wallets, UPIs, everything. So just use this link and don't pay directly into the account. This will make it more easier for you all to manage your payments in the future. Yes, Kalyani ji, coming over to you. 1 minute, I'll just put right.
Namaste.
Namaste. So everybody, Kalyani ji is one of those senior professionals of pranic healing whom I had I would say, the honor of training. And she has been a very remarkable person throughout this batch. She has not only taken her space into learning, she has created the space of learning into the life of all her 5 batchmates, and has made sure that each one of them sat for the assessment. when they were totally not ready mentally to do it. So thank you, Kalyani ji, for being such a inspiration to each one of us. आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही, थोड़ा सा आवाज, आपका फैन से बहुत नॉइज आ रहा है कल्याणी जी, धम 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 आ रहा है, बंद कर दो एक बार.
Is that okay?
हाँ, much better.
So good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Kalyani Das. I have been practicing as a professional pranic healer for many, many years now. So I got attracted to this Mokshapatta. Before that, I had done Vedic switch words with Sweta, and also subsequently I also learned Ho'oponopono from her. So I was very, when I came to know about this Mokshapatta, I was like in, but then she gave me a chance to get my assessment done through the reading done through one of her students. So I was my assessment, and I was like very, anxious what's going to happen. But yesterday the whole dimension to reading and everything changed. I had this very good understanding, and I was so excited that I couldn't sleep yesterday night that I actually did it, and I now find it very easy. So now coming to Mokshapatta, it has now changed my orientation of my life now. Earlier, I would focus on small, irrelevant, petty matters of my life. But I realized now my horizon has broadened much, much more. And I'm trying to accept the brighter side of life with the guidance of the board. Actually, what happens is by sharing now that I know and learned about it, I can share my experiences with people, which will further, enlighten them also. And coming to the financial side of it, when you share and when they share their experiences and when they are benefited, you are also benefited financially, and also your learning grows. So what happens is in the future, also about when you're doing the reading or soul journey, what are the issues that can crop up in the next, say if you're doing a horoscope reading for the next 1 year or 6 months, if there are any changes, the board gives you an opportunity to rectify or make amends. So before that, it is for learning your lessons. So you get a chance to improve on it. It is not that a situation comes and you're waiting for that time to come. But before that, only when you get the reading, then okay, maybe this phase won't be so beneficial or good health wise or whatever. So you make amends. It helps you to make amends. Regarding transcending belief, it has helped us grow, holding hands, constantly monitoring us, helping us, correcting us in every way. And to tell you frankly, Sweta has been excellent. She's been a very strict teacher where it was required, which we knew because bina danda se kaam nahi hota hai. She was always there guiding and always replying to her. Plus the group that she has, were always very prompt in replying to whatever you wanted to know. So it has enriched my life, and it will also enrich many lives through me. So regarding the fees, which you feel it is reasonable, because in no time, if you are able to create that the field for teaching or sharing your views and reading the journey or the horoscope for others, it will get back whatever you have invested. So in fact, in this few months, I started, the moment I did soul journey, it interested me very much. And when I told my already existing life, I have recovered more than 50% of what I had invested in Mokshapatta. So now there are many pending because of this assessment. I was going deep into the study. So, I couldn't pay, but now I will start doing whatever, So the benefits that you will get is, I don't know how to explain in words. You will, if you go into it, deeper into it, every day there is something unfolding. Every day there is something new to learn and understand. For me, yesterday, I don't know how the concept just totally got clear. Earlier, I would be, just little key, okay, if this comes, what will happen? Will I be able to deliver? But my subject was also good, and I don't know, it was a good day for me, so I could do it very well. And I will certainly recommend people that you must take this course and try and understand, and not live your life as a physical being, just live your life as a soul, because it will, that is how your journey should be, you know. You learn so much, you will be enriched in every way. And lastly, I would thank Sweta and her team for giving me this opportunity to share my views today, and also holding hands to learn and enrich my life. Thank you, Sweta.
Thank
and
you. Thank you so much, Kalyani ji. Thank you for being here. And it was totally a pleasure. तो yes, मैं बहुत डांटती हूँ. Please, जो लोग आओगे ये सोचकर आना, डांट पड़ेगी.
वो पता है, वो होता है. To learn something, you have to.
Manjusha ji, can I have you first and then Meenu ji? Manjusha ji, आपका कैमरा ऑफ है, मैं आपको ढूंढ नहीं पा रही हूँ. Where is she? She might not be there. Yes, Meenu ji, let's start with you. आ गई Manjusha ji. Yes, Manjusha ji. So Manjusha ji was one of my another, like, so this batch I was blessed with having all seniors coming to me as students, and was really grateful to each one of them for giving me the opportunity of learning and learning from me and teaching me so many things about myself. And sabse badi cheez, Manjusha ji was one of the few people who went and visited Gyandev ji's temple, the ashram where he was working with, and she saw the board made on his wall, and she had her own spiritual experience with it. And I was lucky enough to be, she called up and she shared her experience, and it in itself was a beautiful moment. So Manjusha ji, over to you.
Thank you so much, Shwetaji. I hope I am audible. Yes, it was a great experience. I was just going down the memory lane, like why I landed with Mokshapat. Because, you know, I always say I'm not a logical person. In yesterday's assessment also, I was too technical. Somewhere or the other, I feel I'm not emotional. The compassion part lacks in me. I'm less of empathetic person. And to share with everyone, I am not into any of the healing modalities. So my first question to her was, when we were having a class, like, what do you mean by divination modalities? So a person like me, when enters this type of a system, or who doesn't know per se what is healing, or what is energy exchange like, a person like me, when transforms or when understands, we do have our spiritual lineages due to our family, our tradition, etc. But entering into something which is structured and going back to our roots was really an experience for me. And I have just finished, like she was sharing, we are from yesterday's batch who appeared for our assessments. And I was simply blown over. I was simply blown over by this particular modality and the style of delivery. Because a person like me who is more of operating from logic, because I usually do career assessments for children till or for professionals also. So everything I get in front of me is scientific. Like, this is the parameter, this is how you deliver, and this is the assessment, and these are the interpretations. And person to person it varies, and how to vary that. So everything is more of a technical for me. For me, I was just blown over by the style of delivery and the connections she could establish in taking this spiritual principles. I would say a single box represents a single principle in spirituality to our day-to-day lives, and it was a treasure watching her deliver with no fuss. Because, you know, I was always under the impression, like tarot matlab wo sab mala wala pehen ke bada sa tika laga ke. So but she was so simple, and I could easily resonate with her. And see, it makes you more aware and strengthens your spiritual muscles. That I would say that our spiritual muscles get strengthened when day by day you move from one road to the another, one chakra to another. What does it mean to transcend? And the next thing, the tremendous value addition which she is doing. All of us are very much familiar in the digital space what is happening, but the tremendous value addition she does with respect to what we pay, I would say is tremendous. And we are really grateful to land up, because as I said, I'm not into any of the healing modalities. I usually for today's one of my readings for, of course, psychometric analysis, I connected the career with the Mokshapat. So it was the moment for me today. So I'm just trying to integrate 2 or 3 things together. And yes, she gets it done from you. That's what I would simply say, because I have never seen assessments done in any of the online courses. People teach and they just leave you. They just tell you that in online only this much can happen. But it is helping me when I'm doing my career counseling, and that's the best thing I could integrate today. So thanks anyway, Shweta ji, for the channeling which happens through you from the divine, and you are the chosen one. And in the similar manner, we are also the chosen one. So thank you so much for everyone out there for all your energies.
Thank you so much, Manjusha ji. And yes, Manjusha ji is right. Each person who comes to Mokshapat and whom Mokshapat chooses is the chosen one. Because there are so many people who want to do Mokshapat, who pay for the workshop and still don't get it till the time is right. So Mokshapat happens when you are chosen to change your life, when you are chosen to move beyond your own personal limitations. So yes, Meenu ji, last, and then we'll move forward.
हाँ, जैसे सब लोगों ने बोला श्वेता मैम से, श्वेता मैम जो
1 minute, just मेरे को सबको म्यूट पे कर लें दो एक बार। हाँ जी, अब आप बोलो।
हाँ, जैसे कि सब लोगों ने बता ही दिया है, श्वेता मैम जब बोलती हैं तो मन करता है सुनते रहें, और उनकी तो हम कुछ तारीफ कर नहीं सकते। सॉरी, मेरा थोड़ा फीवर था 2 दिनों से, या मुझे बोलने में थोड़ी मुश्किल। तो मैं जब श्वेता मैम मिली थी 3 साल पहले, लगभग 3 से ज्यादा हो गए, तब मैं कुछ भी नहीं जानती थी, ना स्पिरिचुअलिटी और ना हीलिंग और ना एनर्जी वर्क क्या था, कुछ भी नहीं जानती थी। और मेरे जैसे बिल्कुल टोटली ब्लैंक पर्सन को श्वेता मैम ने इतना एक्टिव बना दिया कि मैं आज कैमरे के सामने बोल रही हूँ या समझ रही हूँ कि मोक्षपट क्या है, एनर्जी रीडिंग क्या है, हीलिंग क्या है। ये एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है, मेरे लिए एक अचीवमेंट है, श्वेता मैम के लिए भी अचीवमेंट है। और 2 साल जब मोक्षपट का पहला बैच आया था तभी हम लोगों ने एनरोल किया था, क्योंकि हम पहले से श्वेता मैम को जानते थे। और तब ड्यूरिंग प्रैक्टिस, हमारा एग्जाम भी ड्यूरिंग प्रैक्टिस मैंने अपने रिलेटिव्स का रीडिंग किया था। 2 साल पहले जो मैंने बताया था रीडिंग, वो आज भी ऐसे ही चल रहा है। जो उनकी जर्नी बताई थी, सोल जर्नी, वो आज भी फिट बिल्कुल बैठती है। जो मैंने उनको बोला था वो बिल्कुल वैसे ही, क्योंकि श्वेता मैम जो समझाती हैं तो एक एक बॉक्स को इतना क्लियरली एलोबरेट कर देती हैं, जैसे लगता है कि एक बॉक्स से ही आप उस पर्सन को, अगर किसी पर्सन की हम रीडिंग निकाल रहे हैं या कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं, वो एक बॉक्स से ही उसकी पूरी एनर्जी पता चल जाती है कि वो पर्सन कहाँ स्टक है, क्यों स्टक है, उसके ब्लॉकेजेस क्या है, उनको क्यों कैसे रिमूव कर सकते हैं, फर्दर गाइडेंस क्या है। मतलब सारी पिक्चर हमारी क्लियर हो जाती है वहीं से। और इससे अच्छा, मैं तो बहुत सालों से टैरो रीडिंग देखती आ रही हूँ, मैंने सीखा नहीं है, बट इससे अच्छा मुझे कोई तरीका अभी तक नहीं दिखा है। एंड मैंने श्वेता मैम के साथ बहुत सारी मोडेलिटीज की हैं, ऑलमोस्ट सारी की हैं, और आई एम यूजिंग ईच वन ऑफ देम एज माय डेली प्रैक्टिस। तो ये इस मोक्षपट से जुड़ी हुई 2 रिसेंटली मैं अभी बताना चाहूंगी अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस। एक मेरी क्लाइंट है, उन सीवियर डिप्रेशन में थी, उनका बहुत मेडिसिन पे थी, स्लीपिंग पिल्स भी लेती थी, उनको नींद भी नहीं आती थी। सबसे पहले वो मेरे पास आए थे, मैंने सबसे पहले उनको, हम कोई भी हमारे पास आता है, हम सबसे पहले मोक्षपट निकालते हैं कि क्या ये पर्सन का हम आगे कुछ कर सकते हैं, इसकी लाइफ में कुछ ऐड कर सकते हैं, तभी हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, अदरवाइज मना कर देते हैं। तो सबसे पहले मैं उनकी रीडिंग निकाली, उनके बॉक्सेस इतने अच्छे आए थे, हायर बॉक्सेस आए थे, तो मैंने उनको सबसे पहले यही बताया कि आपकी लाइफ में आप आगे बहुत अच्छे अच्छे चेंजेस आने वाले हैं, आप अभी थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखो, धीरे धीरे आपकी लाइफ में काफी अच्छे चेंजेस आएंगे। तो इससे ही उनको बहुत फर्क पड़ गया धीरे धीरे। अब वो, आई एम प्राउड टू से कि अब उनकी दवाइयाँ बिल्कुल बंद है, 1 महीना ही हुआ है, दवाइयाँ बिल्कुल बंद है, और डिप्रेशन की से वो काफी बाहर आ चुकी हैं। कभी कभी आता है अटैक, तो उसके लिए हीलिंग चल रही है हमारी। तो एक ये, और अभी 1 हफ्ता पहले हमारे पास एक किसी पर्सन का आया, मिसिंग पर्सन की क्वेरी आई। तो मिसिंग पर्सन का 24 घंटे से पहले पुलिस भी नहीं रिपोर्ट करती है। हमने उसकी रीडिंग निकाली, मैं और मेरी बैचमेट ने रीडिंग निकाली सबसे पहले कि वो पर्सन सेफ है कि नहीं है, फिर किसी ने किडनैप किया या खुद गया है, ये सारी चीजें निकाली। तो हमारी रीडिंग दोनों की एक्यूरेट आई, मतलब मेरी बैचमेट ने कहीं और बैठ के, मैंने कहीं और बैठ के निकाली, दोनों की एक्यूरेट आई कि वो पर्सन सेफ है। उसके मन में बहुत अशांति है, बहुत गुस्सा है, घर से परेशान होके खुद गया है, किसी ने किडनैप नहीं किया है, और वो आ जाएगा वापस, 1 दिन में आ जाएगा, 1 दिन के बाद आ जाएगा। ये सारी चीजें हमने मोक्षपट से निकाली बिना उस पर्सन को जाने। सिर्फ उस जो हमारे पास क्वेरी लेके आया था उसने सिर्फ नाम बताया, उस नाम से हमने इतनी सारी इसकी डिटेल्स निकाली। फिर उसके बाद और मोडालिटीज को यूज किया हमने, हीलिंग की, और जो भी चीजें जो हमने सीखी है श्वेता मैम से, उन सबको कैप्सूल करके यूज किया दोनों ने। और बड़ी खुशी की बात है, बिल्कुल 1 दिन के बाद घर वापस आ गया, बिल्कुल सेफ। तो ये एक मेरा बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट था जो मैम के साथ मैं शेयर करना चाहती थी। और बाकी मोक्षपट जो आपको देगा वो आप खुद भी नहीं जानते, क्योंकि हमारे खुद की लाइफ में डेली गाइडेंस इतनी सारी मिलती जाती है मोक्षपट से। कभी हम किसी दूसरे के लिए रीडिंग निकाल रहे होते हैं और हमें अपना लगता है कि अच्छा मेरा ये शायद ये गाइडेंस मेरे लिए है, ऐसे करके बहुत सारी गाइडेंस। जैसे 3-4 साल से मैं खुद अपने अपने आप में चेंजेस देख रही हूँ, और मैंने दूसरे लोगों की लाइफ में भी चेंजेस लाए हैं। श्वेता मैम का एक बहुत बड़ा रोल है हम लोगों को इस पाथ पर लेकर आने का और हैंड होल्डिंग का। अभी भी हम लोग इतनी सारी चीजें सीख चुके हैं, बहुत सारी मोडालिटीज, लेकिन फिर भी कहीं भी फंसते हैं, कहीं भी हमारी पर्सनल लाइफ में भी कोई भी ट्रिगर आता है, श्वेता मैम को हम कभी भी याद करते हैं, शी इज ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, हमेशा हैंड होल्डिंग रहती है हमारा, उनका हम साथ हमेशा रहता है, इमोशनल मेंटल सपोर्ट हमेशा रहता है। और इतनी अच्छी मेंटर है कि मैं इतनी अच्छी मेंटर है कि मैं हमेशा इनको एक मेंटर से ज्यादा एक दोस्त, एक फ्रेंड, एक मदरली एनर्जी, एक गाइड, सब कुछ कह सकती हूँ, एक हमसफर, सब कुछ। एक मेंटर के अंदर ये सारी क्वालिटीज हैं जो कभी नहीं होता कि एक मेंटर सिर्फ आपको जो उसको सिखाने को गया वही सिखाएगा और उसका काम खत्म, लेकिन इनके अंदर ये सारी क्वालिटीज में एक पर्सन इतनी सारी क्वालिटीज। और प्लस में ये जो आज हमने हीलिंग रिसीव की, मैंने कई बार श्वेता मैम की इसमें किसी भी सेशन में रिसीव की है, ये एक गॉड गिफ्टेड चीजें हैं जो हम ब्लेस्ड हैं कि हम इस सेशन हमने अटेंड किया और हमने ये हीलिंग रिसीव की। ये तो एक बिल्कुल मिरेकल ही है, मेरे लिए तो है ही, स्पेशली आप सबके लिए भी है। श्वेता मैम से एक बार जुड़ने के बाद लगता है कि हमारी लाइफ में बहुत सारी चीजें अपने आप सॉर्ट आउट हो गई हैं, अपने आप हमें रास्ता दिख रहा है, अपने आप हमें चीजें क्लियर होती जा रही हैं, कहाँ चलना है, कैसे चलना है। एक बार अगर आप कभी भी परेशान हो, एक बार श्वेता मैम की कोई क्लास अटेंड कर लो, कभी उनसे बात करने को मिल जाए, आपको लगेगा कि आपको जो गाइडेंस चाहिए थी वो मिल गई। अपार्ट फ्रॉम द नॉलेज, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द मोडालिटीज एंड डिविनेशन टेक्निक्स, सारी चीजों के अलावा श्वेता मैम खुद एक बहुत बड़े मैं क्या कहूँगी डिवाइन ब्लेसिंग्स है हमारे लिए। तो थैंक यू फॉर हम लोगों के साथ रहने के लिए, हमेशा हमारा हाथ थामने के लिए, रास्ता दिखाने के लिए, और थैंक यू यूनिवर्स श्वेता मैम को हमारी लाइफ में भेजने के लिए।
थैंक यू मीनू जी। एंड मीनू जी, अब आपका गला कैसा है? पहले से बेटर है?
काफी ठीक है मैम, मैंने सब कुछ किया, EFT किया, स्विच वर्ड भी किया।
नहीं, अभी बोलते बोलते कोई रिलीफ मिला?
हाँ बहुत, अब जैसे लग रहा निकल गया।
निकल गया। अब एक काम कर लेना, एक गार्गल कर लो नमक के पानी का, जो बचा है वो भी निकल जाएगा।
यस मैम, थैंक यू।
यू आर वेलकम। ओके, हिमाद्री हैज मैसेज्ड, प्लीज मुझे भी वो शेयर करना है। सो हिमाद्री, नाउ आई एम पुटिंग यू ऑन द स्पॉटलाइट। This is the last one, and then we'll move to question answers. Thank you, Himadri.
Thank
So
you, ma'am,
Himadri is
giving me opportunity.
my
ma'am.
Himadri is my only solely student from the Northeast. ये चुटकी सी लगती है, लेकिन पटाखा आया बिल्कुल in terms of her own growth and her own insights into life.
ऐसे मत
And this
बोलिए,
girl,
ma'am.
yes, you are. And for whatever you've gone through, whatever you are going through, I know you will create your miracles just the way you want them to be. I'm super proud of you.
सबसे पहले तो thank you, ma'am, giving opportunity. Actually, I was planning, but some guests were there. तो मैं सोच रही थी आ सकूंगी नहीं सकूंगी, तो पहले वो नहीं कर पाई. मोक्षपात से पहले मैं आपसे वैदिक रिचुअल से जुड़ी हुई थी. उसी टाइम में मैंने एक अपॉर्चुनिटी पाया था आपसे, खुद आपने रीडिंग किया था 15 मिनट्स का, मोक्षपात का रीडिंग मेरे लिए. तो वहाँ आपने मुझे बोला था कि तेरी क्लैरिटी नहीं है हिमाद्री, तेरे को गुस्सा प्रॉब्लम दे रहे हैं ग्रोथ में. देन आई वाज सरप्राइज, क्योंकि मैं एक योगा थेरेपिस्ट हूँ, सालों से योगा थेरेपिस्ट का काम कर रही हूँ. एंड मैं सोचती थी कि मेरे लिए क्लियरिटी, आई एम टोटली क्लियर, आई एम टोटली सॉर्ट आउट. मैम ने क्यों बोला, सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन तो वो था. एंड सेकेंडली एंगर, जैसे आपने भी अपने लिए बोला कि एंगर मैनेज करना आपने सीखा था, तो मुझे भी लगा था एंगर तो मेरे में है ही नहीं, एंगर तो मैनेज करती हूँ मैं, मेरे कहीं नहीं है. ये दो सवाल थे आपके रीडिंग का, जिन्होंने मुझे बहुत जोर से धक्का दिया मोक्षपात में आने के लिए, सीखने के लिए. अदरवाइज मे बी मैं सीखती नहीं. फिर जब मोक्षपात स्टार्ट किया, देन आई रियलाइज कि 10 साल स्पिरिचुअलिटी से कनेक्टेड होने के बावजूद भी जो चीजें ऑब्स्टेकल थे मेरे, वो कैसे मोक्षपात के थ्रू मेरे सामने आ रहे हैं. और यहाँ जब हम लोगों ने रीडिंग में मेरे सोल जर्नी की रीडिंग की थी, तो वहाँ एक फेज था 12 साल का पीरियड, जो मर्सी टू एब्सोल्यूट तक जाते हैं. एक सेकेंड में, सॉरी मैम. वो पीरियड मेरा मर्सी टू एब्सोल्यूट तक था, जहाँ मेरे सोल जर्नी स्टार्ट हुआ था, स्पिरिचुअल ग्रोथ स्टार्ट हुआ था. बट एट द एग्जैक्ट मोमेंट जब आपने मुझे बोला एंगर तेरे को परेशान कर रही है, आगे जाने नहीं दे रहे, इसको मास्टरी कर. और सोल जर्नी में वही एज और एंगर का पीरियड मेरा टोटल 14 इयर्स का शो कर रहा था, हम लोगों ने जब निकाला था ड्यूरिंग आवर मोक्षपात कोर्स. उसने मुझे हिला दिया था. उसके बाद भी मैंने कई सारे कोर्सेज किए. उसके बाद मैंने अपने एंगर को कैसे मास्टरी करना है उस पे काम स्टार्ट किया. और यहाँ हर दिन मोक्षपात की हर एक बॉक्सेस मुझे नया चीज सिखा रहा है. अपने आप को एक बार फिर मैं मिरर के सामने देख रही हूँ. हर एक बॉक्सेस लर्निंग है. अभी भी मैंने 9 बैच में क्लियर किया था मोक्षपात का कोर्स आपका. बट अभी भी मैं आपकी पुरानी रिकॉर्डिंग्स, क्लासेस की रिकॉर्डिंग्स अभी भी मैं सुनती हूँ. जब भी मुझे टाइम मिलता है, मुझे सुनने का बहुत बड़ा मन करता है. हर बार सुनती हूँ और हर बार कुछ नया मुझे समझ में आता है. और उसके बाद की अब तक जो मेरी जर्नी है मोक्षपात, थैंक यू बीइंग ए मेंटर. क्योंकि आज ये लोग सोचते हैं कि मुझे सोलमेट मिल जाए, एंड ट्रूली स्पीकिंग मोक्षपात बिकेम माय सोलमेट, माय गाइडेंस. बस मोक्षपात किसी को फाइनेंशियली या अदर वे में क्या देंगे मुझे नहीं पता, क्योंकि ये उसको अचीव करने के लिए हम लोग कैसे मोक्षपात को यूज करेंगे वो बहुत बड़ा बात होते हैं. हम क्या चाहते हैं इससे, और ये मोक्षपात हमें क्या देना चाहेगा, वो दोनों चीज डिपेंड करेगा. बट मोक्षपात पर्सनली आपको क्या देगा, एक ऐसा फ्रेंड जो आपके साथ हमेशा है, आपको गाइड करने के लिए, आपके साथ देने के लिए, उंगली पकड़ के ले जाने के लिए. लाइक ए मेंटर ऑल्सो आपको गाइड कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू मैम, इतना सा ही
Thank you,
मेरा
Himadri.
एक्सपीरियंस है.
Thank you so much. And it means a lot for you to come and speak out. I'm very proud of you. And I know अभी तो बहुत कुछ करना है आपको, और आप कर भी लोगे. You're a very strong person. And I'm proud of whatever you've achieved.
Thank you, ma'am.
My students are my family, guys. They are more important to me than anybody in the world. उनके लिए तो जान भी हाजिर है. चलिए एक काम करते हैं. Let's take a 1-minute break and then get down to the question answers. Let's quickly take a break and come back. Everybody back? Okay, sir. So those who would like to ask questions can just raise your hands. And while we start with the questions and answers, एक request है मेरे पास कुछ लोगों की. Okay, so once again, batch details के लिए, so I'll just tell you all. Afternoon batch is starting from 31st of August, evening batch 25th of September, and offline batch in Faridabad 23rd of September. So those who are interested can register. And guys, last time ये फीस मिल रहा है, इसके बाद में डबल होने वाला है बहुत जल्दी. बड़ी मेहनत करवाते हो आप लोग मुझसे इस वर्कशॉप में. So get ready for your own journey of growth, because wherever Mokshapat will come, growth तो 100% है. There is no doubt about it. Bonita ji, first of all, we'll start with you. आपने बहुत देर से hand raise किया हुआ है. And if anybody has any questions regarding the workshop also, you all can ask side by side. Bonita Roy Chaudhary, are you there? Please unmute.
Hello, ma'am. So nice to see you. Seeing you is like, you know, it seems like you got all your answers. I would just request if you can just get my reading done actually. I can't hear you, ma'am.
A question. Can I have your question, please?
Yeah, you can just tell me the purpose of my life.
See, you have to understand each one of us has multiple purpose in this life. Our purpose as a mother, as a individual, we all, as a soul, we have different purposes. In which area of life you want to know your purpose? जिंदगी इतनी आसान नहीं है कि भगवान ने बोला एक स्लॉट पर्पस का दिया और भेज दिया. बहुत सारे जितने रोल्स उतने पर्पसेस. So which role are you talking about?
You can just tell me about my career. Can this be my profession, or I'll continue as working now?
So you want to know about Mokshapat or spirituality as an industry?
About Mokshapat.
Mokshapat. Mokshapat can be the right career for you, but not today. In about, I would say, 6 months time, you will be able to start working on with Mokshapat as a career. 6 महीने का gap अभी आपको चाहिए. And I guess वो valid भी है because सीखोगे तो ही आगे बढ़ोगे. तो वो 6 months का जो learning phase आएगा आपकी life में, वो आपका इसमें cover हो जाएगा. But after learning Mokshapat, after 6 months, this space will take you to Mokshapat will help you not only create professional wellness, it will also help you in collecting all your personal power. Personal power matlab the choices, the right to make a choice, the right to speak out when you want to. Because आपकी reading से दो चीजें बहुत apparent है मुझे. आप बोलते नहीं हो जल्दी से. आप express नहीं करते हो जो आपको चाहिए. You keep quiet.
Yeah.
Everybody is before you. You are secondary.
Yes.
Right. So this is something that will go away with Mokshapat for you. You'll be able to speak out. You'll be able to speak out with choice. Not because लोग चाहते हैं आप बोलेंगे, but आप बोलना चाहते हो, वो आप बोलना सीखोगे. This will also help you integrate your solar plexus. So it's a good space. Solar plexus के बिना businesses नहीं run होते. Balanced solar plexus is needed for a business to grow and run. So this is a good choice. But yes, 6 महीने का gap है from here to becoming a Mokshapat professional.
Okay. But the spiritual, the guidance and the spirituality has started. So in that, I'll be able to continue that?
You have to understand one more thing here, which I want to put across to you, is that somewhere or the other, we are already spiritual people. Okay, we are not humans on a spiritual journey. We are spirits on a human journey. So you're already on a spiritual path. So understand from that perspective, you are already a spiritual person who is on a human journey to evolve. So the question should be, will this spiritual path help me evolve and grow further?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it will.
Thank you so much.
It will take you towards your path. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chaitanya.
Thank you, ma'am. So actually, ma'am, I have 2 questions, if I may.
पहले एक पूछ लो, फिर बाद में टाइम बचेगा तो सेकंड भी ले लोगे.
Okay. So I'll ask the second question first because it involves one more person with me. So I'm actually planning a kind of book, writing a series of small books with my co-author and publishing them. So both of us have some plans around it, writing and publishing for the next few years, for like 5 years or so on. And we have some number of, that how many people should read it and the book should touch their life. So just want to understand whether these dreams will be achieved, and if there are any hindrances, what should we do to make them real?
So first of all, this is a good idea to write a book, and it's in a highest good. Highest good means कि इसका result जो है वो universe, धरती को भी मिलेगा, पृथ्वी को भी मिलेगा, आपको भी मिलेगा. So overall, it's in alignment with the universal concepts of giving. So whatever you will do will add a lot of value to the society and the targeted audience. Number 2, do not try and launch this book set before 5 years.
Before 5 years?
Before 5 years. 5 साल के बाद, मतलब 5 साल का एक पीरियड है, भी आप जो सोच रहे हो ना, वो पर्सपेक्टिव सही है लेकिन लिमिटेड है. उस पर्सपेक्टिव को बढ़ाओ चैतन्य. जो जिस पर्सपेक्टिव से आप उस सीरीज को देख रहे हो वो बहुत लिमिटेड और फाइनाइट है. जो आप जिस ड्रीम से वर्क कर रहे हो, दैट ड्रीम हैज अ बिगर स्कोप व्हिच यू आर नॉट लुकिंग एट. फ्रॉम द करंट एनर्जीज, अगर नेचुरली ग्रो करोगे उस स्पेस तक पहुंचने में तो 5 साल लगेगा. हाउएवर, अगर 5 साल से कम पीरियड में ये काम करना है आपको, then you have to bring it within the space of understanding what is it that you want to create from this series for the world, not for yourself. For example, if you want this book to go into the hand of somebody, what is it that you want that person to create from this book? Has to be your agenda of working. You are not thinking on those parameters. Right now, it's about your dream. But the connection to the other person is not working out.
Right. I have given a very little thought on that. Yeah, you are right on that.
You are not ready to publish this set and get what you want. आज के दिन अगर ये काम करोगे, जिस perspective से work कर रहे हो, तो जो आपको चाहिए उसका 1/10 मिलेगा.
Okay.
But you have to move towards the people. Think about it from their perspective and then come back and work on it. If you can do that, then within 2 years, you'll be able to publish it and get what you want. Success जो आपको चाहिए, जो actual में आप सोचते हो ना, मुझे X, Y, Z, इतने लोग पढ़े, ये credibility मिले, इतना वो मिले, क्या कहते हैं उसको, publicity मिले, ये मिले, people should know me. This will come to you after a period of 6 years. It will take 6 years to get that. But journey आपको live करना है. And now, instead of thinking about you, think about your reader. So you'll get there faster.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sharon ji, are you there? You had sent a request that you would like to get your reading done first. You have to leave. I'm putting you on spotlight. Can I ask your question, please? Unmute yourself. You're on mute. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, please. I have to leave in less than 5 minutes. Can I have a shot?
Please bolo, aapka question bolo.
Where do I stand in my career at the moment and how can I improve it?
So I would actually would like to say one thing. You're already aware of where you stand. Somewhere or the other, you are very, very intrinsically aware of what is within you and where you are standing. And to one certain level, you're already very happy with it. At one certain level, I would not say as a whole bunk of thing, but at a certain point, you are happy with what you've achieved. You're very happy with whatever you've created. Lekin, honestly speaking, yes, there is a growth. And what you need to do is you have to work on your infinite possibilities. Now, see, what's happening is awareness hai hum phase kahan par hai. You already know where you're stuck, what is pulling you down, what is holding you back. So you have come to inertia for you. Inertia in itself means that force which drags you down, or tamogun. Now you have to again, in a way, I would say it's time for you to self-work. Once more, peeling off the next layer of your own inhibitions, limitations, and beliefs. एक layer peel करके पहुंच गए. अब उसके आगे की journey है. So you need to once again come back to yourself, not to your skill set, but to your own belief system and your own system of what is right and wrong and what is the possibility of creation for you. Make it broader, make it bigger, because you are the only thing that is stopping yourself.
You are so right. You are so right. I'm not an ambitious person by nature. You know, like I would go for a competition. I would be very happy that others are winning. So my husband would say, but you're in the competition too. Why didn't you also like? So when I would be in the competition, whether it would be a painting or anything, when I started thinking like that, I started getting prizes right away. So it's, I just, plateau myself. And what would be the way to increase my horizons?
Work on your thoughts, work on your belief system that we are all one, because there is too much oneness in your brain.
As in?
As in, see, you know what happens when you're on this path. One of the, I would not say negative side effects, but one of the things happens is that we become complacent. Complacent because we are all supposed to be one. We are all interconnected. We are all souls on a journey. So, that gives us a false sense of security. So sometimes when we need to outgrow ourselves, we have to look at ourselves a little separate from the people, a little separate from our surroundings, and become one step better than them. And then again, allow ourselves to be plateaued. So disconnect from this impractical spirituality at this moment, get into a practical growth, and then again, bring them up to you. So your job should not be staying where they are. Your job should be becoming better for yourself and bringing up people around you to your level. So pehle upar utho, pull people up, then upar utho, then pull people up. And that's how you should be working.
Beautiful. And another thing is, I find it difficult to start charging for healings. Even for Reiki, I cannot bring myself to charging.
Stay connected with me, you will start charging even if you don't want to. We don't. Everybody who used to do free healings and free work has started charging after doing all the practitioner trainer level programs because bahut maar padti hai. Karo. So, you know what you need most of the time, Sharon ji? This is a belief that being a spiritual person, you cannot charge. If you charge, then you're not a true spiritualist. It's a mindset that has been given to humanity from generations. So in some of us, it's more prevalent without our knowledge. We need to work on this mindset. So NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, subconscious reprogramming, perhaps just EFT and Ho'oponopono, anything that you want to incorporate, you know a lot. So anything that you want to incorporate from your current skill set can help you deal with this belief system. Because remember one thing, till you don't put a price tag to your own self, universe will not put one for you.
That's true. But I feel I get so limited in my belief. I feel when someone is suffering and I'm giving an option for them to get out of it, how can I charge for it?
I'll tell you one thing, each person's suffering is of their own creation. So is yours when it comes to limiting yourself. And this limitation will not only affect you financially, it's going to affect your growth in every area of your life. At a spiritual level, emotional level, mental level, physical level. And of course, a financial level is there. But my suggestion to you is that is their karma. And when you are creating a karma, you need equivalent input to complete that cycle. So instead of creating a new karmic cycle with these people and taking another birth just to close this cycle, it's better if you close it now. So take it from this perspective that by charging them, you are closing the cycle of karma instead of leaving an unfinished one.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll stay in touch with you. You need to hammer me often. Okay.
Thank you, Sharonji. Bye-bye. Take care.
I need to leave.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for being there.
Thanks.
Madhuji.
Yeah, hi, Shruta ji. The thing is that, see, I'm not professional and into professional healing and all that. मुझे खाली खुद के लिए, family के लिए, I just want to just learn these things and use all these modalities which I'm doing. So first, I want to know whether learning this will help me, because honestly, I'm not intuitive. So I don't know इसमें कितना क्या ये intuition और requirement है. And then secondly, ये even चालू भी हो रहा है 31st August, and also online presence is it I mean must for all the classes, because 31st itself is I think वो राखी है or something
30th is Rakhi. Rakhi is 30th, not 31st. All festivals have been taken into account. All our schedules are done around festivals. 30th की राखी है.
Oh, actually, because in our family, ये हम लोग के हर चीज कोई अलग दिन रहता है. I don't know. आजकल
पंचांग, see, as per पंचांग 30th राखी है मधु जी, because मैं पंचांग से हम मंदिरों से जो पंचांग आए हैं उसमें 30th की राखी है. I've checked in Vrindavan also, I've checked in Kanpur also. Rakhi is 30th.
My family group, it was written that. I'll have to reconfirm. But even otherwise, 31st is my granddaughter's birthday also. So वैसे भी, so I'm just wondering कि शुरू के, I mean, you know, because then.
Okay, so I'll put this. I'll clarify this doubt of yours. So fundamentally speaking, there are 8 to 9 theory classes for online. Okay. So first of all, recordings मिलेंगी. Whatever you miss is doable by recording. Number 2, theory classes अगर आप skip भी करते हो कोई 1 आध 2 3 जो भी हो जाती हैं, that is very easily coverable. Because आपको, like those who have started registering, there are 4-5 people who've already paid. 4-5 people have messaged कि हम class के बाद करेंगे. We don't want to move out of the system. We want to be in the session. So as people will finish paying, by tomorrow they'll get the access to the recorded notes. ठीक है. So recorded notes को सुन करके आपने classes में आना है for that particular timeline. So even if you miss a class in live, with the recorded notes and the recorded session, theory is easily doable.
Okay.
Practical, I will recommend everybody to try to be as prompt and present as possible, because practical जो मेरे सामने create कर पाओगे आप, वो अपने आप नहीं कर पाओगे. First 2-3 classes. After that, obviously you can do it.
So practicals will be what dates and?
I will not be able to tell you now. It depends from group to group.
Acha.
It depends on group to group, but nonetheless, practicals are always at the end of the workshop, not the beginning. पहले तो theory classes ही होती है ना, तो first 8 to 9 classes, 9 classes are always theory. So first 9 classes, if you are skipping, it's workable. उसके बाद में I would recommend practical 3, देखो practical classes कम है, 4-5 classes है, you should be present. Try to be present. So there are people like Suman Banka and all who were there in the last batch. They're all in your similar age group as you. She could not do the practical classes, but she did a amazing reading.
Okay.
So then where you get stuck, you take support.
Acha, because since the dates are not known, so I'll be traveling in September, so इसीलिए मैं confused हूँ कि I want to learn, but I'm just confused. So can you even just do a reading ki, like, is it worth, will it?
So I'll ask if it is in your highest good to do Mokshapat with this upcoming batch.
Yeah.
Batch, the afternoon batch.
Okay.
It will be a positive space for you, and it will give you more understanding. And कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आपके mind में आपको परेशान कर रही हैं, it will be able to give you a release from that. So you'll be able to expand your own perspective. But keep one thing in mind, जो भी कर रहे हैं ना, उसको fluidly करिएगा. Fluidly means allow it to flow with you. Don't try to say कि ऐसा कैसे होगा, मैं कैसे adjust करूंगी, या कैसे होगा. Just let it flow with things. And if you flow with things, it will take its own shape and give you the best possible answer.
Okay, since I get a yes, then I'll go ahead without thinking.
Sure. Great.
Then any readings and all, I'll wait for the class to join. I thought if I just ask for a reading, chota sa, something to do, as you said, very rightly, things keep bothering me. It's basically for me, life revolves around family, bas. Bacche, husband, and their problems. So that is why I'm more into healing. उन लोग के लिए healing करना, उन लोग के लिए करना कुछ भी, harmony.
अब अपने ऊपर focus करोगे तो उनका अपने आप ठीक हो जाएगा. आपको ये बात पता है? Why? Because when you heal yourself, whatever is connecting you with them will automatically heal.
तभी अभी Ho'oponopono मैं seriously, regularly, sincerely कर रही हूँ. So because I feel ki, that way it is giving me that thing. Ki, I've just stopped taking things like ye kyun, wo kyun and all that, that way. हर जगह I'm placing ki ठीक है, मेरा ही है कुछ इसमें, let me just clear myself. Without any doubts, I'm doing that. So
I think wait for the workshop to start and do your own reading.
Okay.
That will be the best.
Okay. Then I will register.
Not a problem.
I'll online इसी से ले लूँ ना. Okay.
आप इससे ले लो, नहीं तो आप वो पल्लवी ऑफिस वाले नंबर पे कनेक्ट कर लो. If you need any support, they'll help you out.
Okay, ठीक. Thanks.
Thank you, Madhuji. Thank you. Yes, Nidhi. Unmute.
Yeah, hi, Shweta. Shweta, I have 2 questions, but I'll ask first one. firstly is I don't know why it's always difficult for me to get husband support. So will I able to get the husband support and the in-laws one? It's always a struggle to get him. This was something which was bothering me, and luckily I saw your things that it is coming up. So I like, yeah, I don't know.
So understand one thing, the kind of support you want from your husband. So support दो type के होते हैं, एक जो हमें मिलना चाहिए और एक जो हम चाहते हैं. One is the support we believe we should be getting, and the other is the support that the role demands. So role के हिसाब से support मिलने का chances है, but आपकी personal requirement या आपकी personal belief के हिसाब से it is difficult for you to get, and the reason of that is basically your own past karmas. So in various lifetimes, a karmic cycle between you and them is holding both all of you into space of not being able to support each other, or you feeling that you're not getting support. However, देखो एक फर्क होता है. For example, निधि, अगर एक हस्बैंड, अब अगर मैं देखूं तो एक हस्बैंड का काम क्या होता है वाइफ के लिए? फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी, स्टेबिलिटी इन लाइफ, बीइंग प्रेजेंट, कपल ऑफ, ऐसे करके अगर हम ले तो एक लाइन होती है, एक दायरा होता है. बट आज अगर हम पर्सनल पर्सपेक्टिव से बात करते हैं ना, तो आपको अपने हस्बैंड से कुछ एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए होगा जो किसी और को शायद नहीं चाहिए हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई वॉन्ट समबडी who will travel with me, who will go out with me, who will sit and talk to me. Somebody else would want a husband who would only give her money to go and buy luxuries like jewelry and all. So कुछ personal perspectives होते हैं जिसको हम रोल कहते हैं. एक होता है हमारे सोल की डिमांड, एक होती है रोल की डिमांड, और एक होती है पर्सनल डिमांड फ्रॉम अ पर्टिकुलर रिलेशनशिप. सो फ्रॉम अ वेरी रोल लेवल तो आपको फिर भी मिल जाएगा. In another year or so, things will start shifting. But जो आपको अपने हस्बैंड से अपने लिए चाहिए ना, कि नहीं मेरे को बाकी से मतलब नहीं, this is what I want from my husband, वो मुश्किल है. And उसका रीजन जो है वो है कर्म. Your past life karmas with him in various lifetimes is keeping both of you separate. Now the way you can move behind, the first step for you working on that should ideally be अंडरस्टैंडिंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फ्रॉम वेयर ही इज कमिंग, एंड सेकेंडली आपने जो भी काम करना है आपने ये सोच करके नहीं करना है कि आप ठीक कर रहे हो या वो गलत कर रहे हैं. यू वॉक योर पाथ विदाउट एक्सपेक्टेशंस राइट नाउ. यू हैव टू ब्रिंग टू हिम दैट फीलिंग that you are there for him unconditionally. Till that doesn't take root, it will not come back to you. मतलब क्या है, आज हम, आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू डोंट लव हिम और यू डोंट केयर फॉर हिम, बिकॉज आई नो यू डू. मैं जानती हूँ आप उनको बहुत प्यार करते हो. लेकिन आज जब हम कुछ करते हैं ना, तो हमारे मन में ये होता है कि वो भी मेरे लिए करे. I want to receive love from him. I want support from him. I want him to listen to me, understand me, respect me. बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं. उसको एक बार के लिए छोड़ना पड़ेगा. उतनी छोटी एक्सपेक्टेशन को भी एक बार साइड में रखना पड़ेगा. और इसको एज अ ग्रोथ मत देखना, इसको एज अ तपस्या देखो. दिस शुड बी योर तप of giving and contributing into his life without wanting anything in return. If you can do this, साल डेढ़ साल के अंदर तुमको जो अपने मैरिज में और अपनी जिंदगी में चेंज मिलेगा, तुमको ये लगेगा पास्ट मेरा सपना था. लेकिन आज के दिन क्या हो रहा है, उनके देखो, he is not willing to change because wherever he is standing karmically, his path of spiritual growth is not really there right now. Yours is. You can't change him, you can change yourself. What is keeping you connected and not working things out is your expectation. So पहला स्टेप जो लोगे, देखो कर्म को तोड़ना है तो उस एक्सपेक्टेशन को तोड़ दो और इसको तपस्या बना लो. तपस्या क्या होती है? जब हम अपने आप को बर्न करते हैं. हम जब तप करते हैं तो हम अपनी डिजायर्स बर्न करते हैं, अपनी वो चीजें बर्न करते हैं जो हमें नहीं चाहिए, हमारे लिए अभी सूटेबल नहीं है. बर्न योरसेल्फ, burn your expectations into this stuff that I am contributing to his life selflessly. and you don't need to do it for the rest of your life. You only need to do it till it starts coming back. तब तक पता है क्या होगा, तुम एक चीज रियलाइज करोगे कि बहुत सारी चीजें जो आपको लगता था वो वहां से नहीं मिल रही हैं, वो किसी लेवल पे थी. So the need for it will also become less. You will become so strong and so self-sufficient कि वहां से जो मिल रहा होगा वो आपके लिए बोनस हो जाएगा. And this is doable, very doable, Nidhi.
I got that. Absolutely right. What you're saying is absolutely right. Yeah. And to be very frank, Shweta, I don't know the physical thing, the financial security, financial things, and the security. I think I have that. What I wanted is what I'm not getting it.
I know what you want. I know what you're not getting. That's what I'm saying. No, वो जो एक barrier आ रहा है ना, which is co-creating between each other, उस barrier को तोड़ दो. और वो barrier आप तोड़ सकते हो क्योंकि उनके लिए अभी वो part ही नहीं है उनकी journey का. उनकी जर्नी में ग्रोथ का पार्ट अभी नहीं है. देयर इज स्टिल टाइम फॉर इट, अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम फॉर इट. नॉट इवन 2-4-5 साल, अभी कम से कम नहीं तो 7-8 years का गैप है, वेयर द अपॉर्चुनिटी वर्ल्ड विल शो हिम द नीड दैट यू नीड टू ग्रो अप, यू नीड टू मूव आउट ऑफ दिस जोन. अभी वो नहीं है, और वो उस वक्त भी मुझे नहीं लगता 7-8 साल के बाद भी वो उसको बहुत इजीली एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. आज की एनर्जी से नहीं करेंगे. हो सकता है कोई शिफ्ट हो जाए, कोई अवेयरनेस आ जाए एंड ही चेंजेस, बट टुडे दिस इज द स्पेस, सो वर्क ऑन इट.
So, Shweta, is this Mokshapattam be a part of it? I mean, so to grow up that, or to burn my expectations and all that. Yeah.
Mokshapat will help you master your inherent anger and ego. जो अंदर एक मैं आता है कि मैं ये कर रही हूँ, और उससे जो इनसिक्योरिटी, गुस्सा आता है, जो शायद आप एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते हो बट है अंदर, वो सब चीजों पे मोक्षपथ से आप वर्क कर पाओगे. बट वो रिलेशनशिप में कितना आपके शो करेगा, दैट इज योर चॉइस. बिकॉज उसको यूज करके, अप्लाई करके अपनी लाइफ में रोज में लेकर आना is something that the board is leaving on to you.
Can I make this as a career and earn money with that? Because right now I have opportunities.
Last question.
Yeah. I'm working as a tuition, so still, yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shweta. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Mukta ji.
Thank you, श्वेता. श्वेता, मेरा पर्पस सब जानने का ये है कि मेरी जो सोल की कॉल है वो क्या है, मेरा सोल के लिए क्या है. एक क्वेश्चन मेरा ये था कि मुझे फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी का क्या है मेरा, मैं जॉब करूंगी कि करियर करूंगी. मैं पब्लिक हेल्थ स्पेशलिस्ट हूँ.
किसके बैकग्राउंड से बहुत नॉइज है, प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ. So your own profession would be a better outlook for you. Job will give you success, but your own personal profession will give you a better success and a higher rate of finances and growth, as a person and financially, professionally, in all spheres. So I asked a question. The question that I asked for your soul growth was, what is the energy that you need to inculcate to grow from where you are standing right now? Because देखो, soul का क्या है और क्या purpose है? Soul का एक ही purpose है, to find the path back into the divine. Okay, there is no bigger purpose than that. We are only growing. But where are you stuck right now? What is it that you can do which will help you move beyond where you are? So one thing you have to understand is, जो मेरे पास बार बार आपके लिए आ रहा है वो ये आ रहा है कि कहीं ना कहीं आपको उन चीजों से इन्फ्लुएंस होना है जो आपके लिए ठीक है. कहीं ना कहीं अभी कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं which are coming to you and are creating a lot of turmoil within you, और आप उसको रोक नहीं पा रहे हो। उन एवेन्यूज को आपने कट करना है, रोकना है। You have to be connected to what is influencing you and creating you, working with you towards co-creation, not towards chaotic creation. और अभी आपके लिए सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम शायद, देखो मैं अपने ये जो मैं आपके बारे में जानती हूँ थोड़ा उससे लेकर भी बोलूंगी, कहीं ना कहीं आपकी अपनी लर्निंग आपके लिए एक बैरियर बन रही है। नॉट लर्निंग जो आप एक्सपीरियंस से ले रहे हो, वो लर्निंग जो आप किताबों से ले रहे हो, क्योंकि वो एक छोटा, एक लिमिटेड दायरे में आपको बांध रही है और आपका दायरा बहुत बड़ा है। एक इतना बड़ा इंसान है, कितने से दायरे में फिट इन करने की कोशिश कर रहा है। और आधी प्रॉब्लम आपके लिए ये है, आप अपने दायरे को बढ़ाओ। जो आपको किताबें पढ़ा रही हैं, जो भी आपने एजुकेशन हर जगह से ली है, वो अपनी जगह ठीक है। उसको अपनी सीढ़ी बनाइए ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए, अपना दायरा मत बनाइए। And if you work with these two things in mind, you will be able to grow tremendously in any field you choose. Because आज के दिन प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं है कि आपके पास इंफॉर्मेशन, लोग, नॉलेज, प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं है। प्रॉब्लम क्या आ गई है, हर चीज कहीं ना कहीं एक छाप छोड़ती है और चली जाती है, और वो छाप परेशान कर रही है। पिक व्हाट इज राइट, थ्रो व्हाट इज नॉट रेलेवेंट। एंड जो आपको लगता है आज के दिन रेलेवेंट नहीं है, कल होगा, उसको एक डब्बे में डाल के रख दो, जिस दिन रेलेवेंट होगा खोल लेना।
दो चीजें हैं, बीइंग अ सिंगल पेरेंट, फाइनेंशियल अर्निंग का रहता है। तो जैसे मेरा सारा इंक्लिनेशन इधर स्पिरिचुअलिटी के कोर्सेज हैं करने का, मेरे को बहुत मन रमता है, और मेरा मन होता है कि मैं लार्जर कम्युनिटी को इसमें इन्वॉल्व करूं। जो मेरा जॉब प्रोफाइल है उसमें भी मैं बहुत कम्युनिटी को बहुत सर्व करती हूँ। टीबी पेशेंट्स हैं, HIV पेशेंट्स हैं, उनके साथ लिंक करना, मतलब समवेयर और द अदर, मतलब लाइफ का जो पर्पस है वो थोड़ा सर्विंग साइड पे है, मनी विद ग्रेस। अगर मैं जॉब छोड़ के इधर आती हूँ तो अभी बेटा एस्टैब्लिश नहीं है, तो वो मेरा एक
उसका एक बहुत सिंपल, सॉरी मैं आपको एक बहुत सिंपल सजेशन देती हूँ। इसके लिए मेरे को बोर्ड से भी गाइडेंस लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, बहुत छोटा सा सजेशन देती हूँ। आप जो भी अभी कर रहे हैं उसको करिए, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ अपने आप को इस फील्ड के अंदर या जिस भी फील्ड में आप जाना चाहते हैं वहां धीरे धीरे एस्टैब्लिश करना शुरू करिए। प्रॉब्लम हमारे पास ये नहीं है कि आपके पास स्किल नहीं है, स्किल सेट तो बहुत है ना। प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हमारे पास, हमें ये डर लगता है कि अगर मैंने ये छोड़ दिया और वहां तक ग्रो करने में मेरे को टाइम जो चाहिए, मेरे पास उस टाइम के लिए इतनी स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी, मनी नहीं है, इतना रिसोर्सेज नहीं है कि वो मैं टाइम खींच लूं। तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम अपने जॉब को वहीं रखेंगे। उसमें अगर कोई आप टाइम कट ऑफ कर सकते हैं थोड़ा, या थोड़ा कम टाइम जा सकते हैं, जैसे हाफ टाइम होता है, पार्ट टाइम होता है, 2 घंटे दिन में कम काम कर सकते हैं, तो आप उसको उस तरह से स्ट्रक्चर करिए और इसको बिल्ड करना शुरू करिए। साल भर के अंदर जब ये इस लेवल पे पहुंच जाए कि ये आपको सस्टेनेबिलिटी दे, आप अपनी जॉब छोड़ दीजिए। देयर इज ऑलवेज अ चॉइस। सो चॉइस क्या लेनी पड़ेगी कि आई एम विलिंग टू वर्क डबल, बिकॉज डबल मेहनत है, इधर भी मेहनत करोगे उधर भी मेहनत करोगे, दैट चॉइस यू विल हैव टू मेक, बट इट इज डूएबल। आपके, मेरे पास में कहीं पर भी ना ऐसा कोई बॉक्स नहीं आया जो कहता है कि आप कर नहीं सकते हो। प्लीज गो अहेड विद जो भी आपको करना है, निडर होकर आगे बढ़ो। अपनी नॉलेज को बंधन मत बनाना, सीढ़ी बनाना।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू। यस, स्नेहल जी, कैन आई हैव योर क्वेश्चन?
यस मैम, यस मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू
मैम, मेरे को कैरियर के बारे में गाइडेंस लेना है।
क्या पूछना चाहते हैं आप करियर के बारे में? स्नेहल जी, आप ना फ्रीज हो गए हैं मेरे लिए। आप एक बार कैमरा बंद करके बात करिए ना, शायद आपकी वॉइस
मैं मेरे
ज्यादा क्लियर है।
पोटेंशियल के हिसाब से ग्रोथ गवर्नमेंट जॉब में फोकस करूं कि ये? हाँ मैम, मैं मेरे पोटेंशियल के हिसाब से करियर में ग्रोथ नहीं अचीव कर पा रहा हूँ, ऐसा है।
अभी आप करंटली जॉब में हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा बताएंगे मुझे?
मैम, मैं गवर्नमेंट जॉब में हूँ, फार्मेसी, एज अ फार्मासिस्ट आई एम वर्किंग एट अर्बन हेल्थ सेंटर, गवर्नमेंट जॉब, but also I am pursuing for higher post. So can I go in same direction, government job, or this occult field will be more preferable for me as a
Okay, so
career?
I'll tell you one thing. The current job profile you are in will give you the growth, but it is going to be a very tough path for you. There is a lot of struggle
Tough.
in that path, but growth
Yes,
मिलेगी आपको. जॉब में आप अगर एक हायर पोस्ट के लिए जाएंगे, वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहेगा. मिल भी जाएगी तो आपको बहुत दिक्कतें देगी एंड आप ये सोचेंगे ये मैंने कौन सी मुसीबत पे सर मार लिया अपना. हाउएवर आउट ये जो ये आपका फिल्म लाइन वाला काम आपको सक्सेस देगा.
मैम मैं तो अभी मैंने न्यूमेरोलॉजी किया है और थोड़ा बहुत ऑकल्ट का कर रहा हूँ, सीख रहा हूँ, तो वो अच्छा रहेगा ये ऐसा.
Occult and spirituality is also a good path for you.
तो मैम ये फुल टाइम कब हो सकता है मैम ये, क्योंकि ये जॉब के साथ मेरे को टाइम ही नहीं मिलता है ज्यादा. कितना टाइम लगेगा अभी?
4 to 6 months में आप इस स्पेस पे आ जाएंगे कि आप अपनी जॉब छोड़कर इसको फुल टाइम कर सकेंगे. अपॉर्चुनिटीज आएंगी आपके पास 4 से 6 महीने में. उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को यूज कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि उसके बाद अगली अपॉर्चुनिटी जो आपके पास आएगी
ऐसा
वो आएगी प्रॉबेबली
मेरे को मैम,
8-9 महीने
उसकी वजह से भी मैं थोड़ा ये 8-9 महीने मैम न्यूरोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर है मुझे, तो फिर मैं थोड़ा आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहा हूँ, इसलिए जॉब
ये
वगैरह
आपका
में भी
बिलीफ
ऐसा.
है स्नेहल जी. न्यूरोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर आपको रोक रहा है, ये आपका बिलीफ है. इसको हील कर दीजिए, इसको छोड़ दीजिए. जिस दिन इस बिलीफ पे वर्क करके इसके आगे निकल जाओगे ना, उस दिन प्रॉब्लम रिजॉल्व हो जाएगी आपकी. स्नेहल जी कैन यू हियर?
हाँ, जॉब के बजाय ये ऑकल्ट फील्ड में और फील्ड.
ऑकल्ट फील्ड इज बेटर फॉर यू देन
थोड़ा आवाज कट रहा था. हाँ मैम.
आप फ्रीज हो रहे हैं मेरे लिए. आप अपना कैमरा बंद कर लें प्लीज, तो हो सकता है वॉइस बेटर आपके पास पहुंचे. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
हाँ मैम. हेलो.
यस स्नेहल जी, आपके लिए अकल्ट बेटर है.
अकल बेटर है. हाँ, थैंक यू मैम.
थैंक यू. रश्मि पेरीवाल. गाइस फटाफट 8 hands are up. रश्मि, चैतन्या, केतकी, इंदु, राजक्ता, Rashim ji, Shweta, and Geeta Jangid. I'll just take these questions. And this is it. And one question is on chat by Asmita. Will Mokshapat help in my future and career and financial stability? First of all, Asmita, please stop looking at the world around you and what they are creating. Rather, look at your own growth. Because कहीं ना कहीं आपको जो चीज रोक रही है अपनी जिंदगी में आगे बढ़ने से, वो दूसरों को देख करके आप जो कंपेयर कर रहे हो ना, वो कंपैरिजन रोक रहा है. So work on that. That is very important. That is what is stopping you. And yes, Mokshapat will help you financially and as a career. Mokshapat will help you overcome many things in life, including your own insecurities, fears, and limitations. It's a good choice for you to go with. Snehal ji, अब आपका question मैं बाद में लूंगी. Will Mokshapat help you as a career? Yes, it will help you as a career. See, Mokshapat will help everybody. ये क्वेश्चन हम लोग सिर्फ ये पूछ सकते हैं इस टाइम पे कि उस टाइम पे. तो मोक्षपाट कभी भी अपने लिए ना नहीं बोलता है. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, बहुत कम केसेस में ना आता है. रश्मि, आ जाओ आपका क्वेश्चन लेके. जो लोग बाद में हैंड रेज कर रहे हैं प्लीज मत करो, मैं उससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस नहीं ले पाऊंगी. आई ऑल्सो नीड अ ब्रेक नाउ. आई एम टायर्ड. सो ये 9th वाला हैंड मत रेज करो. जिसने अभी लास्ट में रेज किया खुद ही लोअर डाउन कर लो. यस रश्मि बोलो.
Yeah, my question was my life purpose regarding spirituality.
जो मैं हमेशा आपको बोलती हूँ, इट्स योर चॉइस. नलिटी, which means somewhere or the other, you have to learn how to use every space, every relationship to create what you want to create. Not getting stuck on what they want, what they are doing, and what they are saying. हमेशा यही बोलती हूँ ना मैं, आज बोर्ड से भी सुन लिया, आप कर लो ना.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Ketki.
मैम मुझे भी
अब
सीखना है
इसके बाद रीडिंग तो नहीं मांगेगी ना कल फिर से?
अरे वो मेरे लिए थोड़ी है.
इसके लिए तुम्हारे लिए रीडिंग दे रही थी, मैं किसी और के लिए थोड़ी दे रही थी.
मैं बात करती हूँ आपसे वो बारे में बात. मुझे पूछना है कि मोक्षपट मुझे सीखना है, तो ये 2 बैच में मतलब और मेरे लिए क्या लेके आएगा वो, अगर है मेरे नसीब में तो?
तो देखो तुम्हारे लिए मोक्षपाठ क्या लाएगा, कहीं ना कहीं इट विल हेल्प यू रिलीज ऑल द लोअर लेवल एनर्जीज. ठीक है, लोअर लेवल एनर्जीज मतलब ग्रीड हो गया, डिल्यूजन हो गया. ग्रीड मतलब वो तो पता ही है, डिल्यूजन मतलब मोह हो गया, एवरिस हो गया, कंपैरिजन, एनवी. सो इट विल हेल्प यू डील विद ऑल द लोअर लेवल एनर्जीज. नाउ what I'm getting for you is you have to choose whether you are willing to work on Mokshapat at this time without feeling the pressure of it. हम काम ले लेते हैं और फिर हमें लगता है हाय मैंने ये क्या कर दिया, मैं कैसे मैनेज कर. उस प्रेशर के साथ करना है तो तुम अभी नहीं कर सकते. बट अगर तुम इसको अभी विदाउट प्रेशर, मेंटल प्रेशर ले सकते हो, देन दिस इज द राइट बैच. अदरवाइज इट इज योर
नेक्स्ट वाला मतलब दोनों में से कोई भी, एनीवन.
दोनों में से कोई भी तुम कर सकते हो.
ओके,
पॉजिटिव है, लेकिन यू हैव टू मेक अ चॉइस टू डील विद इट विदाउट प्रेशर. इधर प्रेशर लेके काम करोगी तो मोक्षपाठ तुम्हारे लिए 0 हो जाएगा, क्योंकि तुमको जो से सीखना है वो नहीं कर पाओगे. बट विदाउट प्रेशर करोगे तो कर पाओगे. सो you have to make one choice. Right, you have to make that one choice कि I am willing to take this up from an empty space. मेरे को तुम्हारा पता है ना, 4 दिन बाद मेरे पास आ जाओगे आप परेशान होके. So be very careful that with your children, with your bacha and your bada and Encash, your 1-year training, can you include and combine and interweave it in a way कि ये तुमको growth का space दे.
इसीलिए मैम वही तो इसीलिए मैंने वही सेम क्वेश्चन पूछा कि अभी है मेरे लिए या नहीं है.
तुम्हारे लिए टाइम तो देखो, तुम 11-12 में मतलब बैच, आफ्टरनून इवनिंग बैच अगस्त सितंबर में तुम स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. प्रॉब्लम स्टार्टिंग नहीं है. लेकिन मेरे पास में जो दोनों बॉक्सेस आए हैं ना, वो आए हैं मेंटल बैलेंस के बॉक्सेस आए हैं, जहाँ पे माइंड प्लेज अ रोल. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी श्योर कि तुम अपने आप को मैनेज कर सकते हो. ओके,
यस.
अब अपने दिमाग के घोड़े दौड़ाओ, मेरे नहीं.
हाँ.
ओके, चलो डन. नेक्स्ट इंदु. इंदु झा, वेयर आर यू? प्राजक्ता, आर यू देयर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Indu आ गई है. So let me take Indu's question, then Prajakta, you are next. After that, Rashim ji, Shweta, then Shweta के बाद में गीता जी, and then Chaitanya. Yes, Indu.
Good afternoon, Shweta ma'am.
Good afternoon.
एक्चुअली पता नहीं सडनली मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया, बिकॉज एकदम से मुझे मैसेज आया, मैंने 1 घंटे के बाद ज्वाइन किया. नंबर 1. नंबर 2 ये है कि मुझे ना, मैंने आपके साथ 3 कोर्सेज किए हैं, ठीक है, तो बट मैंने ये देखा है कि मैं उसको कंसिस्टेंट नहीं हूँ उन चीजों के साथ. राइट. अब वो मेरे अंदर कौन सी नेगेटिविटी है, मैं चाहती हूँ बट मैं कर नहीं पाती, उसको मटेरियलाइज नहीं कर पाती हूँ. राइट. और मेरे को सबसे पहला मौका मिला था 98 में, तो मैंने रेकी सीखी, तो मेरे पास मौके आते हैं, बट मैं उन मौकों को ना बदल नहीं पाती हूँ, कुछ अपने करियर में या कुछ आगे और सीखना है, तो मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ क्या मुझे रोकता है, या ये मेरा पाथ है भी कि
First
नहीं?
of all, I'll tell you one thing. What is stopping you is a disbalance in your sacral chakra, too much fluidity.
ओके
देखो sacral chakra flow का space होता है.
जी
अगर ज्यादा flow होगा तो हम कहीं टिकेंगे नहीं.
हाँ यही है,
पानी बहता रहता है ना, तो
मैं टकती नहीं
टिकते
हूँ।
नहीं हो कहीं पे भी, भागते रहते हो यहाँ से वहां.
हाँ जी
तो
हाँ जी
सेक्रल को बैलेंस करो, सेक्रल को बैलेंस करो. और आपने मेरे साथ चक्रा थेरेपी किया हुआ है, सो
जी जी
बैलेंस
जी
योर सेक्रल, वर्क ऑन बैलेंसिंग योर सेक्रल.
हाँ
ओके.
हाँ हाँ ठीक
And secondly, you can only change this through your own karma in the now, not in the past. So
जी
the only way to change it is bringing your choices into practical application every day, regardless of whether you want to do it or not.
राइट
Right? So
जी
this is one thing. And what the next question क्या पूछा था आपने मेरे से?
मतलब मैं
Spiritual.
इस पाथ से जा सकती हूँ कि नहीं जा सकती, बिकॉज अभी मैं एज अ टीचर वर्क कर रही हूँ, एज अ ट्यूटर, राइट? तो लेकिन मैं इंक्लिनेशन होता है, बट मैं स्टॉप कर जाती हूँ, या जैसे आपने बताया कि मैं इधर उधर भागती रहती हूँ, ये करूँ, और ऐसे लगता है मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है अंदर से, क्योंकि ना मैंने अपने जो मेरा टीचिंग का है उसको भी मैं स्केल नहीं कर पाई, ठीक है, जबकि सामने वाला बोलता है यू कैन डू बट आई कुड नॉट। तो मुझे लगता है अगर मैं इधर भी आऊं तो पता नहीं मैं कुछ कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं कर पाऊंगी।
First of all, Indu, this will help you create a lot of balance and power in your life. ठीक है? हमारे चक्रा बॉक्सेस बहुत आ रहे हैं, तुम चक्रा सिस्टम पे अपने वर्क करना, वर्कशॉप करके भी उसको इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे हो, बताओ।
मैं वही तो कह रही हूँ, कंसिस्टेंसी है ही नहीं, पता नहीं कहाँ खोई रहती हूँ, मुझे लगता है
चक्रास पे तुम्हारा चक्रा सिस्टम बहुत सारा काम मांगता है, उस पे काम करो रोज बैठकर। अब ऐसा करना चाहिए जितने ऐसे लोग हैं ना जिनसे काम धंधे नहीं होते, वो सब 1 ईयर प्रोग्राम में आओ, 1 साल इतने डंडे खाओगे, मजाल है 1 साल के एंड पे अगर पूछ लेना कितने डंडे उनको डेली के पड़ते हैं, पता चल जाएगा तुम लोगों को। खैर,
मैं
एनी विच वेज, कमिंग फ्रॉम बियॉन्ड दैट,
मैं सुन नहीं पाई, वो आवाज नहीं आई
ओके,
क्लियर।
मैं ये कह रही हूँ आपको कि जितने लोगों को ये लगता है ना कि हम कंसिस्टेंट नहीं है, उनको सबको 1 ईयर प्रोग्राम में आ जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि जब 1 साल तक डंडे खाओगे तो अपने आप 1 साल के बाद सारी चीजें अपने सिस्टम में घुस जाएंगी।
हाँ वो तो ठीक है, मुझे लग रहा है जब मैंने इन छोटे छोटे प्रोग्राम पे
अब मैं सुनो, आई
हाँ जी
अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, जोक्स अपार्ट,
हाँ
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल योर sacral chakra needs a lot of
ओके
work on that. Secondly, using spirituality as a profession is going to be very good for you. You will be able to scale it up because आपके लिए ये solar plexus को balance में लेकर आएगा. Solar plexus action, solar plexus fire energy जो अभी missing है,
जी
तभी growth नहीं मिल रही है किसी भी space में. Now,
Correct.
what will spirituality as a path or so I asked, what can Mokshapat bring into your life? So what Mokshapat can bring into your life is a disconnection from all disharmony and unalignment. जहां जहां पे जिंदगी में आपके अंदर अलाइनमेंट नहीं है ना अपने पर्पस से, अपने पाथ से, वो अलाइनमेंट धीरे धीरे मोक्षपाठ आपकी लाइफ में ला सकता है।
ओके
ओके,
हाँ जी। अच्छा एक चीज और, क्योंकि मेरी शाम को 3 से 9 ट्यूशन चल रही है, तो इवनिंग क्लासेस तो मैं आई डोंट थिंक एक्सेप्ट सैटरडे एंड संडे में कर पाऊंगी, तो मैं कैसे इससे एनरोल करके
you'll
और
have
आगे
to free yourself for 3 days in the afternoon or in the evening.
आफ्टरनून, व्हाट इज द टाइमिंग फॉर द आफ्टरनून बैचेस?
3 to 5
एंड इवनिंग
7 to 9। तो 2 में से एक बैच में फिट करने के लिए हफ्ते में मैक्सिमम 3 क्लास होती है, उसके ऊपर मैं नहीं देती, वो भी हर वीक नहीं होती है, किसी वीक में 2 भी होंगी, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द फेस्टिवल्स एंड माय ओन ट्रेनिंग शेड्यूल जहां मेरे को जाना होता है अपने ट्रेनिंग्स के लिए।
हाँ हाँ
तो उस पे डिपेंडेंट रहेगा। एंड वो मतलब कोई भी हफ्ते में 2 या 3 दिन डिपेंडिंग ऑन द बैच शेड्यूल, आपको उतना टाइम तो निकालना पड़ेगा।
ठीक है, नहीं वो मैं 2 दिन तो कर लूंगी, क्योंकि अगर मैं संडे सैटरडे संडे मैनेज कर लेती हूँ तो वीकडे आई विल बी फ्री 2 days at least, third I will see.
You can see your schedule na. See, anyways, as I said, theoretical classes can be covered up from recordings very easily. Theoretical में problem नहीं आता है, problem आएगा आपको practical
हाँ
में।
जी, तो आप क्या मतलब, मैं आपका एक राय मांगती हूँ, मैं आगे करूँ, क्योंकि पीछे तो मैंने बिल्कुल एक वर्ड होता है ना, बर्बाद ही कर रखा है।
देखो, मैं एक चीज अपने एक्सपीरियंस से बता सकती हूँ, मैं भी आपकी तरह थी, कुछ भी चालू करके खिसक लेती थी कहीं पे भी, मेरे में भी कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं थी। बट मेरी लाइफ में कंसिस्टेंसी आई जब मैंने अपने मेंटर के नीचे 1.5 साल ट्रेनिंग करी, क्योंकि
अच्छा,
मुझे उनको जवाबदारी देनी पड़ती थी ना, हर
हाँ
हफ्ते
हाँ
जाकर डंडे पड़ते थे उनसे मुझे फ्री फंड के। तो इस चक्कर में कि वो मुझे डांट लगाएगी,
हाँ
I started becoming consistent, and today my consistency level is the highest amongst, I would say,
आई नो,
most
हाँ
people in
वो
the world.
मुझे लगता ही है।
तो अब मेरा कंसिस्टेंसी लेवल आ गया, बट बड़े डंडे खाए हैं यार मैंने भी यहाँ तक पहुंचने के लिए। सो मेंटरिंग के
मुझे
नीचे क्या होता है, जब हमको किसी को जवाब देना होता है ना, और वो एक पब्लिक सेशन में 2-4 लगा देता है फ्री फंड में आपको, तो आप इसलिए काम करते हो ताकि आपकी जो इज्जत है उसको ना उछाला
इज्जत
जाए,
बनी रहे,
तो
बेइज्जती ना हो
इसलिए आप उसके लिए एफर्ट लगाते हो। तो one of the
ठीक है।
best ways of making sure you grow is go to a public space with a mentor, because then they will not leave you.
अच्छा, तो मैं पहले ये करके फिर बाद में 1 ईयर का करूं, पहले अपने आप को एक बार टेस्ट कर लूं इससे।
जो वो अब आपका चॉइस है, आप जाओ, मुझे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर करने दो, वो तुम्हारा चॉइस
ठीक
है।
है,
उसके
थैंक
लिए
यू
आई
सो
टेल
मच,
यू
थैंक यू फॉर
आई विल टेल यू व्हाट यू डू इज you talk to Kashika Rakhiani. Kashika has done Mokshapat and she's doing the 1-year program.
ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है।
ठीक है, she will be able to guide you better, very
ओके,
honestly,
थैंक यू
because
सो मच,
what
थैंक यू,
is
थैंक यू,
you're
गॉड ब्लेस
welcome.
यू, थैंक
Prajakta.
हेलो मैम, मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि मैं एमबीए कर रही हूँ, अभी लास्ट ईयर में हूँ, तो मैं जॉब चेंज के लिए देख रही हूँ, तो वो कैसा रहेगा और मतलब ग्रोथ हो कैसा होगा उसमें?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जॉब चेंज के लिए देख रहे हो, जॉब चेंज आपके लिए ठीक है कि नहीं, वहां से स्टार्ट करते हैं। सो जॉब चेंज इज अ गुड आइडिया फॉर यू। नाउ व्हाट इज द कनेक्टेड क्वेश्चन इसके साथ?
और उसमें कैसे ग्रोथ होगा, मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड ग्रोथ होगा क्या, मतलब कब
व्हाट
तक
इज योर
होगा वो?
एक्सपेक्टेशन? आई मीन व्हाट इज योर
सैलरी,
एक्सपेक्टेशन?
गुड सैलरी और अच्छा
मिनिमम सैलरी क्या देख रहे हो? मिनिमम सैलरी क्या देख रहे हो?
60,000।
मिलने का चांस तो पूरा है।
ओके।
अराउंड 1 से, मतलब आप समझो 1.5 से 2 महीने में एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगी। हाउएवर दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी माइट नॉट बी एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू थिंक इट शुड बी, so keep your mind open to receiving something totally different from what you expect. But ये जो opportunity आएगी, this will give you more scope of growth than what you have in mind currently, Prajakta. So keep yourself open to receiving new ideas in life.
ओके। और मोक्षपट्टा एज अ प्रैक्टिशनर अगर मैं प्लान कर रही हूँ तो वो कैसे होगा, मतलब होगा क्या, मतलब मैं कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं?
Mokshapat will help. Okay, so first of all, Mokshapat learning will take you towards your path, your spiritual path. ठीक है, जो पाथ पे आपको जाना है आगे, जो पाथ आपको हेल्प करेगा, इट विल हेल्प यू टेक टुवर्ड्स दैट। प्रैक्टिशनर बनने में अभी टाइम है। अप्रोक्सीमेटली अभी 5 महीने आपको चाहिए काम के लिए अपने ऊपर, which would include your learning time also to start. So 5 months के बाद में you can consider becoming a practitioner. 5 months का अभी गैप चाहिए आपको।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू। राशिम जी आ जाओ।
मैम, मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन, व्हाई डू आई फील स्टक सो मच, चाहे वो करियर है एंड चाहे वो मेरी जर्नी है?
Because somewhere or the other you are too affected by things happening around you. No matter what is happening in your life, it is influencing you. कोई कुछ कहता है, किसी से कुछ सुनते हो, कुछ होता है आपके आसपास, वो आपको इंस्टेंटली हिट करता है एट सम लेवल, और उसका जो रेजिडुअल एनर्जी है, that gives you the perception of being stuck in your reality, because it creates so much chaos. आप उसको ब्रेक ही नहीं कर पाते आधे टाइम, the way it needs to be.
How do I get away with it?
First of all, stop seeing people as better than you, as bigger than you. सबसे पहले जो लोगों के बारे में इतना बड़ा पर्सोना है ना, उसको मुझसे ज्यादा पता है, वो मुझे ज्यादा समझता है, वो सही बोलता है, इसको ना त्याग दो पूरी तरह से, बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं इससे ना आपके मन के अंदर बहुत ज्यादा इनसिक्योरिटी क्रिएट हो रही है। मुझे नहीं पता if you feel this way, if you resonate with it or not.
नहीं, I totally resonated because चाहे मतलब take it in any sphere of my life. Yes, I feel मतलब tarot readings अगर मैं करती हूँ, I am unable to charge much. लेकिन जैसे मैं करती हूँ, people resonate with it. लेकिन मुझे एक question आ जाता है, am I correct in whatever I say? Am I guiding them properly or not? वो आ ही जाता है restriction.
मेरे पास ना राशिम जी आपके लिए ना 2 बार नलिटी आया है. प्रॉब्लम में भी नलिटी आया था और पाथ में भी नलिटी आया है. नलिटी मतलब नो स्पेस ऑफ एम्प्टीनेस. Empty. So once again, you know, I think working on your belief systems is very important. You have to start with the brain.
Okay.
You have to start by controlling your brain, because where you are standing right now, you have a lot to give out. You have a lot of skill, you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of love, compassion, empathy. मतलब मैं अगर देखती हूँ आपकी रीडिंग में जो भी मेरे पास बॉक्सेस आए हैं, there's a huge scope of creation. लेकिन क्योंकि हम अपने आप को खुद छोटा जज कर रहे हैं, कम जज कर रहे हैं, तो हम क्रिएट नहीं कर पा रहे. इस पे वर्क करो.
And do you see me high somewhere with Mokshapatta or like spiritual path, या मेरा जैसे ठाकुर जी के वस्त्रों का business है उसमें?
So Mokshapat, is it in your highest good? It is. Thakur ji ke vastra ka business, is that in her highest good? Yes, that is also in your highest good. Can you combine both your ventures together? You can combine both the ventures together also.
So I'll be able to do.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. अशोक जी का एक क्वेश्चन मेरे पास सुबह से आया हुआ है, मैं उनका क्वेश्चन ले दूं. Shall I take reading as a reading as a profession with his friend? अशोक जी, आपको करना है तो आप इंडिविजुअली करेंगे. पार्टनरशिप के लिए अभी टाइम 2-3 साल ठीक नहीं है. स्टे आउट ऑफ इट. Admin, can you please share your number? There are certain people who are requesting for a one-on-one session. आप please यहाँ पे अपना contact डाल दीजिए and you can help them with the booking of the sessions, because that schedule you will have. ना और मेरी ना बिल्कुल patience तो नहीं बोलूंगी, patience तो अभी बची है, बोलने की हिम्मत खत्म हो रही है. So I'm left Asmita, I have left my number, not my number, my team's number. Please connect with them for a one-on-one. Shweta Kumar.
मैंने अपना क्वेश्चन टाइप कर दिया because there's a background noise in my house.
क्या क्वेश्चन है? बहुत सारे मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं, मुझे कुछ नहीं
अच्छा
पता चल रहा.
सॉरी,
मुझे
मैं
एक
आपको
बार
पढ़ के बता देती हूँ. सॉरी बिकॉज अगर
प्लीज
ड्रम्स
बता
की
दो.
आवाज आएगी. आई एम सॉरी अबाउट दैट.
नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, बता दो.
So basically, I've really written that I'm at my lowest in, financially, professionally. I've recently lost Bagheera. You've been through that battle with me. Sorry. So, I've registered for the Mokshapat. So is there any higher guidance for me, Shweta? I'm sorry.
It's okay, Shweta. I understand. I understand from where you're coming, and I understand your pain. So, Shweta, for your higher guidance, I have got spiritual devotion. Now, remember one thing: spiritual devotion is not about बैठ करके भगवान के आगे भजन करना. It is about whatever you do should be samarpit to him, surrendering it to him, offering it to him. So make everything in your life, every step of your life, as an act for him, not for yourself. अभी आप अपनी जिंदगी, अपनी लड़ाई लड़ रहे हो ना? Fight it in his name. Surrender your life to him. Surrender every action, every intention, every word, every thought, every struggle, everything good and bad. and work from that space. You'll start seeing one thing. The minute you let go of your control and surrender yourself in front of that divine, half of your problems, नहीं, 100% of your problems will go to him. कहीं ना कहीं ये belief है कि मुझे surrender करना है, but surrender नहीं है. You don't want to let go of your control over your life, but you'll have to let it go if you want to move out of this space. Okay.
So I've registered. Yeah, I've registered. So I'll work on this. Thank you.
Work on this, Shweta. Work on this.
Yeah.
And see, surrender
All right.
is a state of being. It's not a state of doing. Surrender आत्मा के अंदर से आता है. ये हम
जी.
करते नहीं हैं. ये feel होता है. This is a feeling that you hold. And I'll tell you one thing, for people, certain people, for somebody like me, for me, my biggest lesson in life in 2018 was surrender. Allow and surrender. और जिस दिन मुझे surrender मिला अपनी जिंदगी में अपने अंदर, that day and this day, I have not taken a step back in my life. It's only been moving forward one step at a time, because I don't have to create my path. My path is created by something else, a higher power. So surrender. Learn how to surrender. Surrender. Just give up. It's a blind faith. उसको use करो अपने अंदर.
All right.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Geeta ji. गीता जी अनम्यूट कर लीजिए.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
जी,
हाँ जी.
जी बताइए.
हाँ, अनम्यूट किया. हाँ जी.
हाँ, आपका क्वेश्चन बता दीजिए गीता जी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, हाउ आर यू?
I'm little better, but still I'm on oxygen and unable to move much. Little bit I can look after myself, my own needs, but I cannot move around much. बाहर वगैरह नहीं जा सकती. अभी भी मुझे ऑक्सीजन पे रहना पड़ता है.
जी.
तो ये मोक्षपटा की मैं कोर्स करना चाहती हूँ. इसमें मेरा क्या भविष्य है और मेरी हीलिंग और जैसा स्वास्थ्य की हीलिंग मेरी पहली प्रायोरिटी है अभी. तो हाँ, तो इसमें मुझे कहाँ तक सफलता मिलेगी अगर मैं कोर्स ज्वाइन करती हूँ तो अपने आप को समझने में.
एक मिनट. So first of all, कहीं ना कहीं गीता जी, नंबर वन, व्हाट इज कीपिंग यू स्टक इन दिस बीमारी? बिकॉज मैं आपसे जब से मिली हूँ, यू हैव नॉट बीन वेल.
यस, और 2 साल हो गए उसको.
हाँ, 2 साल हो गए, एंड 2 साल से
हाँ.
आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं चल रही है.
जी जी.
So what is keeping you stuck is somewhere or the other disbalance between your masculine and feminine energies.
Okay.
Masculine feminine energies हम सब में होती हैं. हम 50% masculine होल्ड करते हैं, 50% feminine होल्ड करते हैं.
जी जी.
तभी जैसे पूरक masculine feminine एक दूसरे को पूर्ण करता है, तभी हम one whole and complete बनते हैं. So आपका जो feminine है, that is in a state of disbalance. core में, the feminine energies of your body are in a state of disbalance. So first of all, can Mokshapat help you get physically better because it will help you understand yourself better? Yes, it can. However, will it be an easy path? It will not be. Why? Because जब आप इस कोर्स को या इस पाथ को चूज करोगे, तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपके सामने आएंगी जो आपको ये बोलेंगे कि भाई ये सब नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. बट उसके बियॉन्ड ही आपका आंसर है. सेकेंडली, आपको अपने अंदर का फायर एलिमेंट, अग्नि तत्व बढ़ाना है अगर आपको इसको अपनी बॉडी को हीलिंग देना है. देखिए, अगर फायर मैस्कुलिन एनर्जी होती है, ठीक है, इसको अगर आपने बढ़ाना है तो फायर का एलिमेंट हमारी बॉडी में सोलर प्लेक्सस में होता है, मणिपुर में. तो मणिपुर चक्र की एक तो हीलिंग करिए. दूसरा, थोड़ा सा अपने अंदर स्टेबिलिटी और लाइए मेंटली एंड इमोशनली.
अच्छा,
ये फीलिंग नहीं कि मैं फंस गई हूँ, मैं बीमार हूँ और मैं नहीं निकल पा रही। रादर देन द फैक्ट, ये स्टेबिलिटी कि मैं 0 पे थी, मैं 10 पे आ गई हूँ, अब मुझे 10 से आगे बढ़ना है।
आगे
So
बढ़ना,
change
हाँ।
the perspective from negative to positive, because masculinity is very stable, steady होती है masculine
जी
energies, और
जी
feminine energies जो होती है ना, वो बहती रहती हैं अपने ऊपर, उसमें बहाव बहुत है, तो इमोशनल होती है। अपने अंदर स्टेबिलिटी और स्थिरता लाइए। और सोलर प्लेक्सस के लिए आप येलो, अगर कलर थेरेपी से करोगे तो येलो कलर, येलो फूड, अगर बीज मंत्रा चांटिंग कर सकते हैं तो बीज मंत्रा चांटिंग करिए, नहीं तो लगाकर, वैसे चांटिंग इज बेटर, बट अगर आपको ये लगे कि बोलने में तकलीफ है तो बीज मंत्र यूट्यूब पे चक्रा बीज मंत्र लगा करके सिर्फ सुन, मेडिटेट कर लीजिए, उसके साथ फर्क पड़ेगा।
ठीक।
सेकेंडली, फायर एलिमेंट जो होता है वो फूड से भी हम स्टेबलाइज कर सकते हैं। तो आप मुझे मैसेज करिएगा, मैं आपको 2-3 ऐसी चीजें भेज दूंगी जो इजीली अवेलेबल हैं, जिसको आप कंज्यूम करके अपना फायर एलिमेंट बढ़ा सकते हैं बॉडी का।
करना मेरे लिए अच्छा है, मुझे मतलब खुशी देगा, और जो मेरा हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम वो भी सॉल्व होगा, जो मेंटल मैं ज्यादा सोचने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ, उसमें मुझे गाइडेंस मिलेगा।
हाँ जी, मिलेगा आपको।
कहाँ मैं पहुंचना चाहती हूँ, कहाँ
आपको ये
स्पिरिचुअली
हेल्प
पहुंचना
करेगा,
चाहती हूँ, क्या
आपको हेल्प करेगा मोक्षपाठ इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग योर ओन लाइफ बेटर एंड कहाँ फंस रहे हैं। इट विल ऑल्सो हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट आपका पाथ कहाँ जाना चाहिए। सो ओवरऑल ये आपको
हाँ कहाँ
बेनिफिट
जाना
करेगा।
चाहिए।
सी
अच्छा
मेरे
ठीक
पास
है,
प्रॉब्लम
कर
में
पाऊँ।
लूनर प्लेन आया था और मोक्षपाठ के बेनिफिट में सोलर प्लेन आया है। So correlating, feminine was the problem and bringing masculine has become the solution through Mokshapat. तो literally 2 ऐसे घूम करके वापस हम आ गए। Yes, Chaitanya, your question last.
मैडम जस्ट एक बार बता दीजिए, मैं कर पाऊंगी ना इसको? मैं
अच्छा,
मतलब
हाँ, एक मिनट गीता जी, 1 मिनट। आप ना चले गए थे, आई थिंक आप लॉग आउट हो गए थे कुछ सेकंड्स के लिए।
नहीं, कुछ हो गया था, ये
हाँ
ऑटोमेटिकली
जी,
कुछ हुआ।
कोई बात नहीं,
हाँ
मैं कर देती हूँ। यस, आप कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वही चीज है कि जब आपके मन में ख्याल आएंगे कि जो ये रीडिंग मुझे बोल रहा है वो ठीक नहीं है, या जो मैं सीख रही हूँ वो मेरे अपने बिलीफ से कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट कर रहा है, तो आपको वहां पे टिक के काम करना पड़ेगा,
नहीं, वो तो
अदरवाइज आप नहीं
करूंगी।
कर पाओगे, अदरवाइज
नहीं
नहीं
मतलब
कर पाओगे। बिकॉज मेरे पास दोनों बार इस क्वेश्चन के लिए वायलेंस आया। वायलेंस जब आता है तो हमारे अंदर जो होता है ना, एक रेजिस्टेंस होता है टू वट एवर इज कमिंग, एक गुस्सा होता है, एक ये होता है दैट आई नो एवरीथिंग। तो अगर ये 2 बार आया है तो कहीं ना कहीं ये रेजिस्टेंस आएगा, इसको आपको कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा अपनी लाइफ में।
अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है। हाँ, मैं मतलब मुझे यही लग रहा था कि मेरे फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ रहेगा सस्टेन करने को,
फिजिकली
सब
आप,
कुछ सीखने को, ये
फिजिकल
सब करने को।
सस्टेनेंस इज नॉट द प्रॉब्लम, आपके साथ माइंड गेम्स खेलेगा, फिजिकली आपको दिक्कत।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है, ओके, आई विल ट्राई टू ओवरकम इट। मैं रजिस्टर करवाती हूँ आज। ठीक है,
थैंक
थैंक
यू
यू।
थैंक यू।
मैम,
यस चैतन्य।
मैम मेरे क्वेश्चन से पहले आपको थोड़ा सा वायलेंस का थोड़ा एलेबोरेट करेंगे प्लीज?
तो वायलेंस इज एन एनर्जी जो हमारे, वायलेंस वैसे तो बहुत सारे इसके मीनिंग्स होते हैं, बट फ्रॉम द कॉन्टेक्स्ट आई एम टॉकिंग, वायलेंस इज दैट एनर्जी जो हमारे अंदर से उठती है, और वो अंदर से इसलिए नहीं उठती है क्योंकि बाहर से कोई इन्फ्लुएंस होता है, वो इसलिए उठती है क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं हम अपने आप को एक ऐसे लेवल पे मानते हैं जिसके कंपैरिजन में दुनिया नीचे है या दुनिया हमसे कम है। तो हमें लगता है यार मैंने इतना अचीव कर लिया है, मैं यहाँ हूँ, हाउ कैन somebody else come and contradict me, I am better। एंड ये जर्नी से आता है, ये कोई नॉलेज से नहीं आता। सो ये जो एक्सपीरियंशियल वायलेंस होता है ये ज्यादा रिस्की होता है, बिकॉज अब हमें अपने आप से लड़ना है। अभी तक हम वायलेंस से दुनिया से लड़ रहे थे, अब हम अपने आप से लड़ेंगे। अपने आप से लड़ना सबसे मुश्किल काम होता है, दुनिया से तो हर आदमी लड़ लेता है।
Right, and thanks a lot. I know it's very energy draining for you as well, but despite that, you're allowing me to ask my second question. So thanks a lot for that. So ma'am, in my, my career, in my family life, I'm doing a lot of things simultaneously. Someday, if I get to connect with you, I will tell them to you. But I'm on a certain spiritual journey under guidance of my guru, and she is telling me certain things. Now in this lifetime, like from a very young age, I wanted to achieve a point where I would be able to do certain things. Okay, let me not name them. But then because I wanted to, and recently someone has challenged me that these cannot happen. I actually want to prove these happen because there are people who have done this. I just want to understand whether I'll be able to achieve those great heights in my spiritual journey where I'll be able to do or perform those things. And if there are
So I
any
want to
hindrances, how can I take
okay.
over?
So what I want to tell you, first of all, is whatever you want to achieve is achievable only if you believe in it. You believe in it. And for you, it will come by letting go of what is no longer needed in your life at any level. At any level. मतलब वो relations भी जो अब आपकी life में वैल्यू ऐड नहीं बोलूंगी, बट जैसे कई बार होता है कि कोई रिश्ता हमसे दूर जाना चाहता है, सम रिलेशनशिप वांट्स टू वॉक आउट ऑफ आवर लाइफ एंड वी पुल इट बैक. You have to let them go. You can't, you are stopping things from moving out of your life with freedom. जो चीजें मूव आउट कर रही हैं उनको छोड़ो, और जो चीज ठीक नहीं है उसको भी छोड़ो. सो अगर आप अपने ऊपर विश्वास रखते हो, अपनी फेथ पे विश्वास रखते हो, अपने कर्म पे विश्वास रखते हो, you can achieve whatever you want.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, what will stop you is the need to prove. I can prove it. Fire as an element, यानी कि desperation, जिद, stubbornness, कि मुझे तो ये करना है, is what will stop you. And what is stopping you? Wherever we have a need to prove, Chaitanya, we are working from the energy of desperation. तुम मुझे गलत मानते हो इसलिए मुझे करना है, नॉट कि मुझे इसलिए करना है बिकॉज मुझे करना है. दिस इज माई पाथ. सो लेट गो ऑफ दैट नीड टू प्रूव, दैट जिद टू प्रूव कि मैं ये कर सकता हूं या मैं कर दूंगा. आई विल शो एवरीबडी दैट दिस इज डूएबल. प्लीज लेट इट गो फ्रॉम योर लाइफ. The day you understand that this is your path and I am walking my path because this is meant for me, आप कुछ भी कर लोगे.
मैम उसे करने के लिए मुझे किसी गाइडेंस की भी जरूरत होगी, वो मुझे मिलेगा? Will I get the person to guide me?
पर्सन आपकी लाइफ में ऑलरेडी आ चुका है, आप उसको देख नहीं रहे हैं. Ignorance आया. Somewhere or the other, I asked, is the person already in your life? And I got birth of man. Then I asked, do you understand who is there in your life? So you don't understand. So the person who can help you is there, but you haven't gotten an idea of this person being there. So you need to relook into your life and see whether the right person is there or not. Because right person aa chuka hai. Kaun hai usse identify kar. Thank you, Chaitanya.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So guys, I hope all of you had a great time today and you learned something new about Mokshapat from a different perspective. Mokshapat ek zindagi jeene ka madhyam hai. So enjoy and live your life and grow with it. So once again, all the batch timings and payment links have been shared. Trust me on one thing. Mokshapat aapki life mein tab tak nahi aayega jab tak it is not meant for you. So if it is coming to you, rest assured that it is only because you are here because you are meant for it, not the other way around. With this, I would like to thank all of you for being here. And remember, if those who want to get the printed boards and all as a gift, please finish your registrations today. Thank you, everybody. Take care and have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.